I don't think he has any idea who it was for. And it's got to be someone that's tricky to contact if they were able to get into contact with Alifar. And yeah. And again, I don't know who would know Victor's name and also know that I know ancient text. Apart from what's his name? Nabo.
Okay. Just checking if the stream is already up.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way of me to tell if the music is fine because I can hear it myself from the Discord, and if I mute it, then I can't hear it.
Yeah, I'll check. Hang on. Get your channel up. Oh no, I'm gonna hear myself.
Well, don't speak. Let me just. There you go.
No, I can't hear it on your stream.
Oh, you can't hear it at all?
No.
That's okay. A bit scared of turning it up too much. What if I do... I think I know why, actually. This is gonna hurt my ears, but this is just for a sec. Okay. See if you can hear it now.
I do. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I can hear it
loud?
on your stream.
You're a bit loud.
I don't know. Maybe we could make ourselves louder. I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the music went up like a bit at one point. It just like spiked up a second, but yeah, it's fine for a bit. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah. Ah, I hear myself. I don't like it. Stop, Diego.
I'm trying to turn you down.
I think it will be roughly fine. I'm sure it'll be roughly fine.
But yeah, is the music like being like should it be turned down a bit? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I think I am loud still.
You're loud.
And now the music probably needs to be turned up a little bit more, just because, yeah, it's kind of like on full volume. It's like ambient music, just in the back. Like...
It's supposed to be in the back anyway, but
no, but like it sounds like on full volume, it's quiet still.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's quiet.
See if I can...
And then I'm just loud.
But yeah, is the okay. At least I'm loud, or at least I can see that I'm being loud.
In music, just in the back.
Okay, I think it's a bit weird. I'm gonna leave it at 15%.
I think the main thing that's the issue is just that I'm loud. Like
You're loud?
Well, I was. I don't. Hang on. No, I think it's fine now. It will do. I think.
Okay. Well,
I think the music could be up a little bit more, but I don't know.
I can always just mention Taku, and he can tell me if it becomes an issue.
Yeah. Why don't you just make Taku the audio guy? He knows what he's doing. I said I can't stand my own voice. Nice talking in general chat.
Oh, god damn it! I hate this. I hate my life. I swear the past fucking messages on that chat has been me just
deleting
them, yeah. Okay. Okay, now it should be good to start, good to go. Completely forgot to ask Fall how to make OBS not show the tabs and shit, but oh well.
As long as there's nothing sus, it's fine.
No, there's nothing sus. It's just a bunch of DnD stuff and a random Logitech wireless headphone, I think. Alright. So yeah, last time you finished the talks with Azagthal, they set sail, and yeah, you're still in the island itself. So if you wanna explore the island, you can go ahead and do
that. Give me like a general idea of what I see just by walking around.
Also, would you want the other people to go back, or are they good to stay there?
We could stay for a bit, yeah, why not?
Right then. In that case, the island itself is big, but a lot of it is seems to be just vegetation that doesn't seem to be much to a civilization here. The only civilization here is the one you saw before, and it's quite small. It's a small, like, looks more like a fortress than anything else.
Is it kind of hidden?
I mean, it's hidden within like the trees and stuff. There's no specific like path to there. Like you don't see a path that seems to be.
It's like if I was like sailing to this island, I wouldn't see that.
No, you wouldn't. No.
Okay. Okay. And what are the people like in it? Like.
From the outside, the people seem to be just the typical like villagers you'd see around the Grand Line. The village doesn't seem to be anything extravagant or anything like that. It seems to be very basic. The only thing that catches your attention is the fact there's this small like castle right in the middle.
And are you able to like go into any of these areas?
I think I've told you this before, but it's like you have the castle in the middle, and then around the castle you have stone walls, and within these stone walls,
is the houses,
next to the castle, is the houses.
Yeah.
So to get through that, to get into that, you'd have to go through the main gate, which is the entrance to this like village area, this fortress area.
Can I go in?
There's two guards, looks like, right at the entrance. Both of them don't look very, what's the word? They just don't look like they have a lot of armor to them. They're more in these, like, not really suits, but let's say a black outfit, and most of it seems to be, like, leather, as they watch you guys approach. They're both armed, it looks like, one with a sword and the other one with an axe, as they seem to be like talking to each other as you guys approach. They're aware of your presence, but they aren't saying anything. They're kind of waiting for you guys to say something.
Okay, well, hello, kind sirs, can I come in?
The man, the swordsman, goes very slowly, taking his putting his hand close to where the sword is, but not taking it out. As he takes one step forward and says, "I don't know. You tell me. What's your business?"
Basically, I own this island in a way, so I'd like to come in, please.
You're still with the new outfit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. As he says, "You own it."
Yep.
And who may you be?
I pull out a bounty poster that I think is it crossed out now because I don't have a bounty.
It would be crossed out. I mean, unless you're using a bounty poster
From the past.
from the past, which then it wouldn't be.
Yeah, no, I'd show if I have a crossed out one, then yeah, I'll show that.
Yeah. Is he enough? You show it to him. It's like, right. Can I have a closer look?
Sure.
As he
Just like look at him like weirdly. Like, okay.
as he like tries to have a better look at your face and going through the new outfit you got going on. And then he looks at his partner and he says, "All right, you can come in." And as he's like allowing you guys to go in, his partner seems to go inside first, and he seems to be like taking a faster pace when walking, going towards the castle itself.
Faster pace is in like he's trying to like get there before us.
Yeah. As the swordsman is welcoming you guys into this fortress, and he says, "Walk around as much as you want. Please knock on the door if you go check the castle, and enjoy our little place we got here."
Okay. I'll just have a look around then.
Right. So.
I'll like sign Ifu to like split up, get some information.
All right. Easy enough. Sai tries to go for a more stealthy approach. Sai seems to try and like eavesdrop on things and try to not alarm people too much of his presence.
I knew I trained him well.
Ifu is taking a different approach. Ifu is taking the approach of just a random traveler trying to live his life and looking for a job. Is what he's going for. See if he can get any information.
I'm just like confused by that. It's like this is like a closed off community, and he's pretending that he doesn't know any. I'm just an adventurer. What weirdo.
But yeah, I'll need you to do a perception check. See if you can notice some things.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's some way that you can keep count of how many rolls you've done or something. Because I've got achievements for it, but I don't know where to find the exact number.
Probably a plugin or something.
I know, but it was cool anyways. But a perception check, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. 14.
Not too bad.
Wait, yeah, oh damn, I don't have, I thought I had modifiers for perception, but clearly I'm not that good.
Alright. So, something about this place doesn't feel right. You start
Is it that it's probably like revolutionary stuff? Because I mean, AZ said that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're aware that the revolutionaries are around here. But as you look through like the people that live here, and like you see that at first glance it looks like they're living their normal lives. They're just trying. Do I have to open that? Give me a sec. Someone's at the door.
no worries. Post editing, Diego, you can mark this as break 1.
back. Sorry.
Come back. No worries.
Right. As I was saying, so you see these people like going about their lives, having like these little stands where they can sell some of their stuff, having their own like bar, among other things, like you can see families together, kids playing around. But you notice a couple things. One, all of the kids, quote unquote kids, look older than they actually are trying to pass as.
Okay. Okay.
So
The midget.
you'd see these kids, quote unquote, like trying to play the usual like tag game kids love to play. However, getting a closer look at these people, you notice that they're trying to pass as like 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, but they're actually like 17, 18.
No, how do they do? Wait, do they look small?
They do look small, very small.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
And you have other things you notice is that I'll just give you an example. As you see people like passing by and going about their day, certain things happen, like accidents happen. And you notice that this lady that is in a dress and was going about her way to reach the bar, she's about to get knocked down as she trips.
Okay.
But you notice something irregular. You notice that as she's about to trip and fall, she is able to very quickly like take a step forward to stop her fall. And in that and the way she does it reminds you of like when you fought the CP agents. It's a very like it's basically a combat pose. It's what she did.
Combat pose?
Yeah, so like it's like a reaction to something. So as she was about to trip and fall,
okay.
she
I thought you meant she was getting into like a stance to like attack me or something.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
the hell?
no. As she was about to trip and fall, right before she falls, she takes this pose to stop her from falling, and then gets her composure back and keeps walking the same way.
So it's like a unique technique.
Among you'd see other things like merchants talking to each other, and as like one of them needs to pass something to the other, they could do it as normal people would, which many do, as they just go there and give it to them. But it seems that every now and then you see the once again these weird reactions of this one merchant like literally throwing what the other asked, like an item the other person asked, and it goes like very fast as the other guy catches it with ease. So what basically I'm trying to say is that the reflections and how they act, these people look more trained than normal civilians, more normal peasants. Now it's up to you what you want to assume, but you can assume that either they're trying to pass as something they aren't, or they were this is like how they're born here. That could be a thing as well. Trained to be able to do these things. As for the kids, Not much else I can tell you. All I can tell you is that they tried their best to like look very, very young, and from a distance it worked. But now it's kind of apparent they're not that young.
But yeah, Tigers are blind you. Just so you know. Alright. Can I try and speak with one of the kids?
Of course. I'd say you see the different types of groups of kids. One playing tag, the other one playing hide and seek, and one playing with a football.
Okay. I'll go for the ones playing tag.
All right. You you hear as they're like you hear the screams of them running and trying to catch each other. As you get closer to this game of tag, once again you notice very weird reactions of one kid who's just about to be caught, and as he's about to be caught, like there's this burst of speed that comes from his feet, and he's able to dodge the hand of the kid that's about to catch
these people are weirdos. Okay. Bro, I don't like these people. Okay, well, I don't really know how to talk to kids. Excuse me.
You try to like get their attention, but they just keep playing.
Alright, I'll trip him up.
Okay. Alright. Do me a dexterity check, I guess.
Yeah. So, not gonna listen to their elders. A dexterity check. Okay. Oof.
Okay. So you go to try and trip one of the kids. As you see, once again, you're just about to trip him, and it looks like it was gonna work, but his reaction is way too fast, and he's able to jump over it. As the kid looks back at you with this look of.
He noticed.
Hmm?
I said he noticed. That's what I need.
Yeah, the kid looks back at you with this look of just angry look at you, really, as but he's just looking at you right now. He's staring at you.
Okay, well, excuse me. Where are your parents?
Why do you need to know?
I have business with them.
Alright, I'm sure you do. Go talk to them then.
Well, can you tell me where they are then?
No, go find them yourself.
Right, well, and you probably don't even have parents, you loser. I walk off.
You see as you say that, you see as like the kid immediately like was walking faster to your direction with his fist out, but one of the the other two kids that were playing with him like kind of stop him.
That's what I thought. Alright, well, I'm gonna find someone that's more respectable than you. Let's go to the woman that tripped.
Like, the woman would be just about to enter the bar as she opens the door, and do you want to stop her before she opens the door, or as she is opening
Sure.
it?
No, I'll stop her before. Excuse me, miss. Do you know who I am?
She looks back and says, "I'm afraid I don't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have to go check on my husband."
Well, okay. I'm not feeling confrontational right now. I'll let you go. Out of my choice.
She opens the door of the bar and goes in.
Wow. She can handle back talk a lot better. Alright. I'm just gonna go to the castle then.
Alright then. As you approach the castle, you would see different type of person from the guards you saw before. You'd see this teenager if he's not in his he looks like he's about in his 18s, we'll put it like that.
Okay.
But he's not there yet, probably. Gonna put down the image as he's sitting down right next, not right next, right in front of the door to the castle. As it looked like he was like taking a rest, and then as you get closer and closer, he looks up with his arms crossed, and slowly stands up, saying, "Welcome. How can I help?"
Hello. I'm just gonna make my way in here. So yeah, and I carry on walking.
Okay, I believe I already have your name, but haven't really told us what you're doing here.
Well, I technically own this island, so I just want to, find out what everything's about.
I don't really own it. That's why I need to ask what you need. Can we help?
I just want to know what the island's about, to be honest. And clearly you don't want to be found.
It's about what you can see right now. Do you want any extra information? I can get you an appointment with the person in charge.
How long would that take?
I'll just have to go inside and see if he's available.
Well, I'm gonna.
Alright. Wait right here. As he opens the... it's still kind of a large door, so like a gate to the inside of the castle. And when he goes in, 2 guards come out to guard the front door.
Okay.
Give me a
Where are my guys? Where's Sai and Ifu at?
You'd look around looking for them. You can see Ifu just left one of the restaurants in the area, place where you can eat. Looks more
Did
like
he buy stuff?
looks like he did. He's looks like he just bought something to eat very quickly. But yeah, he seems to be like slowly getting his way into the area where most of the merchants are, or the people that are selling stuff.
He's just gonna buy more stuff. He's not there to find anything out. He's just gonna buy stuff.
As for Sai, seems to be approaching you slowly. He seems to be like trying to make sure like not a lot of people can tell where he is.
Okay.
So yeah, he will be there with you probably before someone gets back to you. Just give me a sec as I open up the notes for this place. There we go. Alright. So yeah, I'd say before the door opens again, Sai would show up behind you and giving you like a pat on your shoulder as he says, "Well, Captain, place is weird.
Look at that one.
They look a bit more battle ready, combat ready than most people. And I mean, I'm not one to judge, but I would say they're trying to pass as civilians rather than being actual, just normal people living their lives."
I don't get why though, because like no one's gonna come here ever.
Maybe they work for something?
I still don't get why they would pretend to be civilians though.
Well, I didn't want to ask, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Yeah. Well, I'm apparently getting in touch with whoever's in charge here, so.
And with that, you see as the door opens slowly, and the same boy comes out of it. As he doesn't, he's just opening the door and peeking outside as he says, "You can come in. Sure, bring your friend, whoever that is."
I'll bring Sai. Ifu can just, I don't know, buy whatever he wants, I guess. Yeah, some fun.
You look, you try and see if Ifu's in the same place, and right now he seems to be talking to. Oh, one sec, please. Oh, one sec.
Right, post editing. Put this as break 2. Two breaks already. It's a new record. Why do I go after this though?
Alright, sorry, got interrupted.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, as I was saying, Ifu seems to be buying some random bits and bobs from the merchants while having talks with them. Maybe he's trying to get some information out of them by buying some stuff. But he's gonna take a bit.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you guys are able to go inside. As soon as you go in, you see it's like this wide open area to the castle that has stairs that go up right in front of you, but past those stairs there's also the open area continues into like couches, a denden mushi that seems to be transmitting something, so it looks like more like a lounge area. And then on the right side of that wide area, still that open area, right side seems to be a hallway that leads to what looks like a place where people eat. There's a lot of like shouting and like plates, and sounds of plates and forks and whatnot, cutlery in general. And then the stairs that go up lead to another like smaller but open area still that then goes into two paths, two hallways, one on the left and one on the right. But yeah, as this boy closing the door behind you says, "Well, make yourselves at home. If you need anything, tell me. I'll guide you to our leader. Also, the name's Larry Lockpick."
Larry Lockpick.
Yeah.
Do you lockpick things, Larry?
Sometimes.
I see. Oh, it's a fitting name then, I guess.
And as you guys are walking up the stairs... Oh, shit. Did it break for you? Oh, Discord broke. There we go.
Hello?
Yeah, Discord.
Are you good?
No, Discord died. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard anything I said.
Yeah, I heard every bit. Why?
Okay, cool. But yeah.
His name was Larry Lockpicking. He lockpicks things sometimes.
In that case, as I was saying, as you go up the stairs, Larry guides you and says, "So where's the rest?"
Like branched out, I guess. Or just covering different land.
All right. And have you been enjoying, the place?
Here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit weird, but you know.
Not surprised you would think that. Maybe things will make more sense in a bit.
Well, how come you turned down AZ? That's my question.
You friends?
No.
Well, we turned her down because it was beyond our capabilities to help her in what she needed. At least for now. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Why? You want to help her?
Maybe.
Oh, good luck with that.
So you're a revolutionary then?
Well, I wouldn't call myself a revolutionary. There's other names for it. Why'd you want to know?
What are the names?
Mercenaries? Why'd you want to know?
Because it's interesting.
And as you guys are like walking through the upstairs part and going to the right side, Larry gets closer to the wall in itself as you see him passing his hand on the wall, and he seems to click something. And then he says, "Yeah, we are who you think you are, just like your friend Durbo. Is this why you're here?"
I mean, that's why I decided to explore further, yeah. But, I mean, I do just want to know about the island, to be honest. But
Alright then. I'll show you to Sergey. He's the one in charge around this place, and he's probably the one that can answer all your questions. As you guys get closer and closer to this large door, which Larry opens, and it opens into this wide room. Not much like in it, but there's still enough for anyone to be able to work here. So you can see a desk, you can see some chairs, you can see shelves with many like books and papers. But nothing that screams expensive is what I'm trying to say. So you don't see a lot of expensive details to it. It seems to be a simple room.
I mean, yeah, I assume everything's probably ordinary around here.
Yeah. As you go inside and you see this man. There you go.
Okay.
This is the man who is sitting right in front of the desk as he watches you come in and says, "Ah, there you are. Thank you for your help, Larry. Come in, come in. Oh, you brought a friend. Okay, so let's make things easy, shall we? The name's Sergey Skripal."
Paul. What? Okay. What? How do you pronounce that? Like, yeah. How do you write that one out?
Yes. Okay.
Is he a super cripple?
Wow.
Is that why he's got a script? You never know. He could be. He's missing an eye.
I was gonna say the man is already missing an eye. Why do you want him to be crippled?
Yeah, he's a super cripple. Fine, I respect a cripple anyways. Okay, so okay.
And what are you doing here? I already know you. I don't know the person who's with you.
So this person's part of my crew. He's called Sai. He's like the next best swordsman to me, I think.
Welcome aboard, Sai. So how can I help?
I think the answer is you probably can't. I just was curious to meet you. Just because you rule like this island, and I technically ruled the island that you rule, so you know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say you rule the island, but you rule about as much as I do at the end of it, so you do have a point.
So this place houses revolutionaries, right? Then I assume.
For the most part, if not remake them.
Right. Okay. So this is like a training ground.
Yeah, that's what we like to think. It's also other things. What are you trying to find out?
Nothing really. Actually, there is one thing that I was curious about a few weeks ago with, you saw the whole thing with Impel Down, Do you know if someone called Roxbury Stanley was a revolutionary? Do you know?
He gives a look at Larry, and Larry nods to him as he says, I mean, I can't say the man didn't turn into one after certain events, but he definitely was one of us at some point.
Okay. Is he still one?
Not right now, no, but I can't say for sure if we'll accept him back.
Why is that?
Well, he's a known man around Revolutionary and Marines, and he was a bit... how can I put it? Unreliable. He was on the side of the Marines and the government, but he was also on our side, and he just never got around to choose his place. So it's a bit of a tricky one, I'd say that for sure.
Okay, so why was he on both sides?
Well, as far as I know, he would see our ways of doing things sometimes not the correct method, but at the same time, he didn't really realize that we don't have as much methods, as much authority as the Marines, so certain things just had to be done in a different way, if that makes sense. While the Marines can do things a lot more diplomatically, even though sometimes that's just not gonna work out. So I guess for him it really depended on the occasion. But as I said, Revolutionary don't have the authority the Marines have, so diplomacy is not usually the best way, even though we try it.
Huh. Well, okay. I just wanted to know what side he was on, because I met him and I believed he was a revolutionary, but I wasn't sure. But he did escape Impel Down, from what I know.
We have... we don't have any information on him right now. As far as I know, he's probably just a man swimming in the sea still. Maybe already dead. Who knows?
I don't know. I feel like he'd be an idiot to try and swim something he can't swim.
I think so too. But I'm sure he'll show up whenever he decides to show up.
Okay. Right. Well, I think that's all I really like wanted to know. Unless there's anything you want to tell me, I don't know.
Yes, I do have something to tell you. Uh, Please avoid showing up here.
Okay. Well, I kind of showed up out of nowhere anyway, so there's no way that anyone would attract me.
That's good. I'm just saying you being who you are just attracts certain unwanted attention.
Uh huh.
But don't
All
worry.
right.
We still see you as friends, and we will. And I'll assure you, we will be taking good care of your friend.
Yeah. Okay. Uh. Huh. Why is this place so weird though? Like, why is everyone pretending to be like a village?
Keeping it low, trying not to get too much attention onto this island, and keeping people well trained just in case something happens or in case we need them. We're going through some operations, some secret missions, so we don't really want to blow the cover for that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Do you like? I could be on like a wrong lead here, but do you guys like use like robots to like fight people?
No, we don't.
Do you know anyone that would or could?
Quite possibly. It's not my area per se. I probably would have to ask someone more within that area of expertise. But first thing that comes to mind is I heard the Napoleon Kingdom and Germa had very high technology. Maybe they could make certain things like that.
Right. Okay. Huh.
There's also stories of someone within the underworld creating beings, but I don't know much about that.
And what's the underworld?
The underworld is what we like to call the world of the schemers, people that deal with illegal trading. Uh, Anything that is illegal goes on there, and it's not an open field for everyone.
Okay. And how do you get access to it?
Well, you need to know the right people, really.
Well,
That's
apparently you do. So.
well, I know about the things that go on there. I don't really mess with it myself, but there's definitely some people within all ranks that have access to such things.
Oh yeah. Wait, Diego. Can I do a perception check on this guy
You can. For what?
to see if he has a shadow?
Nice. Do the perception check.
And I get advantage regardless.
Yes.
Oh wait. Well, I don't think I need to roll advantage after that one, but I can if you want.
No, 18 is easy enough. He does have a shadow.
Okay. And the other guy?
He does have one as well.
Okay. Alright. Do you mind if I inspect every person in this town before I go?
Every person?
Yep.
How come?
Because you might have been infiltrated by someone else.
I assure you we have not. We would know if we did.
Well, I admire the confidence, but that could easily be arrogance, so I would like to check.
Well, I'd rather not have you harassing everyone in this place, or what exactly you're looking for on them?
A shadow?
A shadow?
Yep.
He looks at Larry for a sec, and then looks back at you. I think I know what you're getting at. What you need from those people.
Well, I mean, if they don't have a shadow, then you've been infiltrated. I don't know what to say.
We like to believe in the people we have with us, regardless of who they were in their past, if that makes sense.
All I'm saying is that your knowledge would definitely be compromised. So, I mean, if you fall under because of it, it's not my issue. But I'm trying to look out for you, considering you at least have one of my crew members respect. So,
do you know something I don't?
I mean, I might do. I found out the other day that apparently there's an assassin group in the Marines. Did you know that?
I'm trying to talk about this shadow issue you have right now. Is there something you know that you're not telling me?
I mean, I've already told you that your information would basically be compromised at that point.
And how is that?
Well, I don't know the specifics of how it works. I just know that people will be able to see things that they're not meant to. Or hear things, I think. I don't know.
And what you... I don't know what you wish for us to do with those people. For now, I understand your concern, but for now I cannot do anything about them. And I'm not gonna just kick them out like that. But I'll keep that in mind, and we'll definitely do something about it as soon as possible. How's that?
I mean, you'd probably just want to withhold information from them, to be honest. You don't want any in the high ranks,
Well, that shouldn't be an issue for now, but yes, I'll see with my superiors what we can decide to do about those people.
Make sure that your superiors have shadows first.
Well, I can rest assure you that they all do.
Okay. Say so.
But like I said, I understand your concern. Nothing can be done right now, but I'll definitely do something about it.
Okay. I'm just helping you out.
I thank you for your help. Anything else?
Not really. Not from what I know.
Larry gets his arms crossed and he says, yeah, the man was interested in what Az was interested on, and which Sergei replies, oh really?
Yes, I guess. But I mean, you're not going to help, so I mean, what does it matter, really?
Well, what's gone into your head? Why are you so interested in it?
Oh, I mean, why didn't you just ask AZ why she was interested in it?
She tried to tell us, and I understand her situation, but as much as we want to do something about it, it's a bit too risky right now.
Like I said, there's not much to be said then, is there?
Don't do anything stupid, okay?
I never do. Obviously.
In that case, and he puts like a small paper on the desk as he pushes it towards the other side, closer to you, and says, if you ever think about going to that place or anywhere near it, why not give me a call?
I thought you said you didn't care. What's this about?
Well, we do care, but we can't do much about it, and I don't want our plans to get messed with because someone is impatient.
Okay, so what's your plans?
Well, we believe there's a reason why they've been expending so much without being treated as an issue for the rest of the world.
Okay, why's that?
That's what we're trying to find out. We're trying to find out the reason why. We believe there has to be some sort of connection. However, there doesn't seem to be any connection within the Marines themselves, which makes us think there's a connection within the world government. But we haven't found said connection yet.
Are they different things? Marines and world government?
Well, very different things, because the Marines don't seem to get anywhere near it themselves. But we have cited some possible spies from the world government before. And
As in assassin spies?
Well, we weren't really able to catch any of them yet, but quite possibly could have been, yes.
That sounds interesting. Hmm.
What's interesting about this is that the world government, from what we can tell, is aware of the situation, but is not moving. So...
Well, I mean, neither are you, so, I mean...
Yeah, we don't want to move without making sure that we're not getting too much into our own plate.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they just think it's too much to handle right now, so...
I have a hard time believing it. I feel like they would just send Marines as the lapdogs they are to deal with the situation.
I don't know, I met some strong Marines, like Rise. I think Rise could beat one.
Yeah.
But, like...
So why didn't they send them?
Well, because he could only beat one. From what I can gather, there's more than one.
Oh, that's what I see what you're trying to tell me. Well, they are very strong and powerful creatures, beings. I cannot say yes or no to that, but they are very powerful.
Okay, do you have any intel on any of them? Can you help me out?
Well, right now we don't have much. We have some names here and there, but a lot of it
Throw 'em at
is... well, a lot of it is confidential right now. Maybe if at some point we collaborate for the same end, we'll give you some more information.
Well, there's one island left that isn't in the calm belt from what I know. How dangerous is that island?
One sec, as I move this a bit.
You find out which island it is.
Okay, can you ask again? Because I didn't understand what you were mentioning.
I'm just asking if, if I could have any information on Lelucia Kingdom, basically, because that's the only one left that isn't in the calm belt.
My map is having a hard time loading, like without being super scuffed. But yeah, Lucian Kingdom being the one right. Yeah, I see it now. It's fine. That one. There you go.
Basically, their neighbor.
Yeah. Which he answers. That is the one we're investigating the most right now. That's why our position is here at this island. So far, all we can find from that place is about the same as many other places they've taken before. Seems like some sort of meaning to an end. So it's not... They're taking it as a base, they're not taking it as a new kingdom, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so how defended is it? Like, you know?
I mean... I'd say quite well defended still.
Better than Alabasta was?
Probably. Works differently.
See. Why is that?
From all we know, Alabasta was supposed to be the new kingdom they would conquer as their new way of going into the Grand Line. It would be like their new home for the Grand Line, if that makes sense. That's
Yeah,
what we
so
think.
that would probably be better defended then. I would assume you'd probably have the strongest person to like advance it and keep it defended if that's where they were going to have their main base.
Yes, and you'd think right, but the issue was they never really got to move much into Alabasta, so it was still very recently that they moved there.
Okay.
While the Lucia Kingdom is, well, they've been there for a while now and everything has been settled and was more of proper base now.
I assume you know that it's like a family, right? Like.
Yes, we're currently investigating the Morzor family.
Yeah, so how many of the family are in Lelucia?
Well, they come and go sometimes depending on the situation, but
Currently, then.
currently there we usually expect at least 3 or 4.
Oh. Oh dear.
There's quite a lot of them. The Morzor.
Wait, but what are we considering a part of their family? Because, we defeated one at Alabasta, but he did have some guys with him. Maybe they were family members.
They could have been. We don't have much intel on those, but the Morzor family in general is a very big family. Not all of them are as strong as each other, but yeah, we could be talking about over 20 people in the same family.
Okay. And the 3 or 4 which regularly visit Lelucia, would any of them be weaker than the one that we met at Alabasta?
Definitely. Goth Tag was one of our main targets for quite a while now. We still haven't found his body.
Yeah, well. I mean, I don't remember much of the events that happened, but it definitely got taken by somebody.
We expected that much. But to answer your question, we would like to believe there's about another 3 or 4 as strong as Goth Tag, but we have no idea whether there's stronger as of yet.
Okay. But some of them are weaker.
Definitely, yes.
Okay, well that's a relief. Okay, Lelucia might not be that bad to defeat then.
He
I'm waiting for it.
he shakes his head and kind of like goes for a slow face palm and says, "Please don't do anything reckless, and do call me if you do."
I'll call you for a drink afterwards. We can celebrate on the Lucia Kingdom.
You don't know what you're dealing with, Soda.
Well, I do. I defeated one of them. And, I mean, they have what, they get what they deserve.
Do you know how these people work?
Yes.
Good. Then you would know that a single mistake from your part could end in someone dying.
Yeah.
Right. As
It's
long
what the
as
issue is. Yeah.
as long as you're aware of that, because that is the biggest issue we're having right now.
I think the best bet for that, though, is if we just have some hostages. Like, instead of killing all 4, if there are 4 there, hypothetically, on Lucia, if we capture them all.
He is like, he's shaking his head again and says, "You have no idea how these people work, do you?"
I mean, that's what I'm kind of asking about.
We can't take hostages. They don't care. They will go for your throat. They don't care if you kill them.
No, but if we capture the 4 strongest, like, well, them 4, I think that the king cares about those children. At least if one of them's strong.
If you want to give it a try, be my guest. But that's not the information we've been getting.
Well, what do you propose then?
Well, right now I propose we wait to find out who is actually behind the reasoning why nothing is happening to them. Try and find out what kind of protection they've been getting. Deal with their protection. And once their protection is gone, we can try and deal with them themselves. Because whatever this protection may be, it could mean that if we try to do anything to them, we could be ending up in an even bigger problem.
Okay. And I assume you know about the person that's been held hostage on our end of things, right?
I believe there was a friend mentioned, but I don't really know them.
Do you know which island they're on?
I apologize, but I don't.
Ah, disappointing. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna act now, at least, but you know, maybe sooner than you would expect.
He takes a deep sigh and says, "The number's right there."
And I'll take it.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, I don't think so. Unless you have a very insanely fast way to get me to Vera, which is faster than teleportation.
No, I am not faster than teleportation itself. I apologize for that.
I see. I didn't expect you to be, but I would have been impressed if you were.
But if that's all, you can use our cafeteria if you'd like, and all I ask you was what I asked you before. Just don't stay here for too long.
Yeah, I think I'll go take my leave now. I just need to find another person that came with me, who's probably buying some goods from you, so you're probably making some money right now.
Oh, I thank you for that.
Well, thank him. I didn't tell him to do that.
Well, say thank you from me. I personally shouldn't go downstairs. I have some stuff to finish.
I will accept the thank you myself, but I will not tell him because he shouldn't have been doing that. So, yes, I will be on my way.
It was nice meeting you, Soda. Until
actually,
next time. Yes.
I like turn around. Do you know anything about Sword Mountain?
I'm gonna do a history check.
That sounds pretty good.
He says, Sword Mountain, yes, I believe it was a myth by...
More myths.
A myth created in the New World.
Oh, in the New World as well.
I don't know much about it.
Do you have anything about the New World? Because my map, and I pull out my map, and it's like, I don't have anything.
He says,
I've been hearing this stuff like that there was a blazing trail as well. That's a place. I've heard of a place called Wano. I don't see it on my map, so I don't know where this is.
Yes, sorry, Soda, but the New World is a tough one to map out. We're still working on it ourselves.
Did you have a prototype?
Sorta, but that's only for our own means, our own bases and travel roads and whatnot.
Could I draw it out if you show it me?
Well, I'm not supposed to show it to you. That's the issue.
But you know, I'm your friend. You know.
Well, yes, we'll say friends, but for now, I should really not disclose that information.
But you could trust me. Can I do a persuasion check?
You can try.
Okay. I don't know if... let me just check if this has infinite uses or if it's just like once a day. Let's see.
The captain thing?
Yeah. No, it's infinite, it seems. So, yeah. Persuasion check with advantage.
Go for it.
Oof, it's pretty good.
Oof.
Just a Luke. A quick Luke.
He says, how about I give you an idea of things? And he pulls out this map that like it's like the map of like just ocean, but there's no like proper places written there or shown as images, so it's just ocean.
Okay.
And
Can I use it as reference for my map? Can I like draw it out?
Yeah, that's the idea he's basically trying to give to you as he puts the map on the desk. And give me a sec as I put this. Script that again.
Yeah. Are you back?
Yeah, my Discord just breaks sometimes.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying that, like, not only do I want to know where Sword Mountain is, but I do want to know where the Blazing Trails are specifically, and Wano, because I've heard that's a place.
We'll do it like this.
Okay, what are we doing?
You're gonna have to draw.
No, you.
Yes.
I don't even have to roll performance check on this one. I actually have to draw. Yep. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
So your performance check is based on your own performance.
And the drawing. Okay. Wait. Oh wait. I can't even see my drawing over it. Oh no.
You can't.
No.
Okay, let's do this then.
It says I draw it, but I can't see the drawing after it's done.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
If you just draw a black box, I can draw over the black box. I know, because this is Fog of War right now, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is not a drawing, this is Fog of
Yeah,
War.
so if you draw a rectangle, and then I can draw over the rectangle.
Okay, let me see if there's a good way of doing that then.
You can do the fill tool. Like, it says draw shape, and then...
Draw shape.
I could draw it for you if you want. I could place it down.
Sure, place it down, see.
Hang on.
See how that works.
I think this will work, so... Oh no, wait. Yeah, this. So, like that. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I think this works. Okay, let me reveal the area then.
Freehand. Okay, and then if I do this... There you go!
That
okay.
Works.
Yeah, there we go. Fuck. Okay.
So, in that case, I just need to keep swapping between maps now, so I can see it myself. Okay, gotcha.
I will say it looks a lot neater too.
Okay, so here, around this place,
yep,
is a marine base of operations, like a big one.
Okay.
So you can put that there. And there's another smaller one connected to that over here, which is tied
connected.
Yeah, it's not. This one isn't a marine base. It's a world government base, and it's much smaller.
Okay.
So you point that down as well.
Just give me 1 second so I can redraw this circle.
Yeah, no worries.
It's connected though.
Connected, but like he would explain to you that they have these routes of bringing stuff in and out of it between one point to the other. So it's like they work together. These two bases work together a lot of the time.
Yeah, they're connected.
Yeah, not connected by land, but you know what I mean.
Oh, okay, so I don't need to draw this line then.
No.
Okay.
They just have like these routes going back and forth.
Okay, so this is... Oh god, that text is in black. Let's go.
Next one I can point out.
Okay, and then eggs. What's this one? World government?
Yeah, you can put it as G3.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, that's not it. G5.
Okay. Yeah, fits nicely in the circle. Ish. Well, I mean, it would. If it didn't snap.
Around this area, you have Dressrosa.
Okay, hang on. Another circle. So, here. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to place it a bit more like that, though. Okay.
You'd have. Shit.
Put it up here. Like that. There we go.
Karai body over here.
Okay. Oh dear. Digger, remember when you said that this session wouldn't take long?
I mean, I didn't expect you to ask all of these things. Next one. What else can I give you?
I asked for Sword Mountain.
He doesn't have that.
Blazing Trails. Does he not have Blazing Trails?
Nope.
Wano?
Currently, I'm pondering if he would have that information, but probably. I'd say so, yeah. Okay, I'll give you one, and I'll see if I can give you anything else afterwards. Around here would be Wano.
Okay, like that. As like he's like showing me this stuff, I'm like gonna say to him, so hypothetically, if I went, and then I'll like point to the map. If I went this way, would I reach it?
If you went the back?
Yes.
He says, I mean, if you find a way to go through the red line, technically yes.
Isn't there already a way?
Not-
Isn't that how
not
we
really.
got into where we are now?
No, unfortunately there isn't an open path through the red line to get to the other side, to the new world.
See. So that's very far away then.
Because that bit, as he would explain to you, splits into four within the blues itself, and then splits again into the Grand Line. But it doesn't give you that same passageway you have to the Grand Line. Doesn't give you the same passageway to the other side. So you'd have to essentially go through the red line still.
Okay. So how do we get to this place then? Because on my map, the other way just shows a wall too.
Well, best way to go about it is to get to the Fishman Island, or
Where's that?
very close to Sabaudi, underwater.
Is it? I like show him the map where I've got the drawn out square. Is it within this square?
Oh, that drawn out square.
Yep.
He was like, yes, you can get it. You can get to it through there.
Okay, so I own it. Okay, good. That's good then.
He smiles and does a little chuckle to himself every single time you say I own it.
But I do.
And then he says, or you can always ask school.
Well, yeah, but I mean, from what I know, wait, how did school end up in the Grand Line? Do you know this, Mr. Revolutionary Man?
No, not really. We got to know him from the underworld, and from there we built ties with him. But he builds a lot of ties with people, so. But that's all we really got.
You know what? You're a very insightful man. I never even thought to ask school if he knew about the robot. That probably should have been the first person I asked.
He knows a lot. He might not tell you everything, but he knows a lot.
Yeah, well, I also own school, so, he has to tell me.
You own a lot of things, don't you?
Yeah. But I don't actually own them. Like, I don't rule over things like, I'm not a king or anything like that. But, apparently, like, I don't even know when this happened. He just said that, like, I'm, like he's in my debt or something. So, I mean, I own him, I guess, for now. I never said I wanted to, I just do.
Fair enough. Whatever works. As he points out the last place on the map, which is here.
Okay.
So
the ring.
he says, that place will be a safe place in case you do visit the New World and you are looking for somewhere to stay. Just reach that land, as he calls it. Give me a sec. He calls it the Magiatsuka Kingdom.
I want to type that out.
Okay.
And also, Mr. Revolutionary Man, I'm going to assume, based on where you've pointed on this map, that it's in the Calm Belt.
Yes and no. It has two parts to it. One will be within the ocean of the New World. The other one will be within the Calm Belt.
Okay, so it's like it goes into both.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I still have no way of going through the Calm Belt.
I mean, not many people do. But Calm Belt usually, if you're well prepared, it can be much easier than New World itself.
I also need to ask School how he's managed to get through the Calm Belt.
I mean, the man teleports, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I swear it's the only places he's been. So how did he get there in the first place?
Ask him.
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna have to interrogate School after this.
Alright, I think that's about everything I can give you right now.
It's a lot more than what I initially had.
I'm even afraid to ask if you need anything else.
Do you know someone called Kenji, the Fool?
Nope. Sorry.
Okay. Did you finish explaining what Sword Mountain was? You just said it was a myth.
Yeah, I don't really know much, rather than it's a myth that was created within the New World. Something about a mountain where this destroyer of worlds, like, sword was built, was forged, but all I know is that it was a story. It's as much of a story as, I guess, the One Piece itself, so I guess some people will believe that things are true or not. I mean, now recently we had Roger bring light to the One Piece, but we never really got anyone bringing light to Sword Mountain itself, so I guess it will stay a myth until someone finds it.
Okay. Well, I mean, they can't find it if it doesn't exist. So.
That's the issue.
Okay. Well, if I'm cross-referencing things correctly, I think I'm probably going to be going to Dressrosa soon.
Well, I wish you a safe trip. Try not to alarm things too much. Don't stay there for too long. As far as we know, it is the main place for one of the emperors.
Oh, well, it's probably Paul, right? Like, you know, I'm good friends with Paul, I think.
Paul?
But Knuckle. Knuckle, never mind, I mixed it up. I meant Knuckle. You know, his last name begins with a P.
Yeah.
Knuckle is like a part of a paw, I guess. I don't know. I'm making excuses.
No, I believe Dressrosa would be the place for the mistress.
Oh, the Ruby, I think.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, she owns giants, from what I know.
She owns many things. All I can say is I recommend you not stay there for too long.
Oh, is she not nice?
No, she just takes what she can and she wants as she feels like. So I can't really say whether you'd be a target or not. It's plus her place is quite deserted at first, but it's actually all of it is actually a big trap to get any sort of travelers that stop by into her own territory.
Does she make it deserted? Like, does she have a big crew? I guess not.
The place is huge. They tend to stay on one side, while the other side is where they set out their main traps and field.
Okay, well, I hope that the Blazing Trail is on the safe side then.
I hope so, and I wish you a safe journey till then.
Okay. Alright, well, I think that is everything.
In that case, Larry, would you show them outside, and thank you for stopping by.
I actually need to make a phone call on your, like, phone thingy downstairs, but after that we should be good.
Sure, use it as much as you want. You will not have to worry about being intercepted by anyone. We keep the place safe.
Yeah, I expected as much.
As Larry starts opening the door and says, "Well, I'll show you to the Den and Mushi then."
Alright. Cool.
Okay, in that case, there was a lot of random info.
But if you...
In that case, as you guys go downstairs to the Den and Mushi, as he gets it available for you, he says, "Right, I'll be around if you need anything else. Go ahead and use the Den and Mushi as much as you like."
Okay, I'm gonna dial up school.
School does pick up after a couple seconds and says, "You done?"
Yep, I am very much done. I'm just gonna retrieve Ifu and then we can be on our way to I think we can go to the Blazing Trail. Which I've done some research. I think it's in Dressrosa, because that's where the man pointed at. And I know roughly where Dressrosa is.
Alright, we'll try and check that tomorrow. But do you need me to pick you up now?
Yeah, like I said, I just need to get Ifu and then yeah.
Okay, just meet me outside, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Go find Ifu.
If you'd be just standing outside of the castle itself, waiting for you.
Alright, what did you find, Ifu?
I found that the people here are quite nice when you get to know them.
Okay.
I also found out they're capable fighters.
Did you get beaten up? Can I like see if he's bruised?
Do a perception check.
He just gets beaten up like. Oh, that'd be great. 14.
You don't see a bruise, but you can tell that his right shoulder seems a bit hurting him as he like moves it every now and then, and
Right.
he says, "I mean, I put up a good fight, but so did they. Let's put it like that.
Mhm.
But friendly fight. We did it as friends. I think I built a good bond with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be leaving now, Aoife. Just thought I'd let you know.
Alright, well, I'd go say goodbye to my friend, but he's probably, recovering from it.
Yes.
So,
Cool.
right, let's get going then.
Okay. Alright, let's go find school.
School would be just outside of the large gate, as you guys meet up, and he starts getting you back to your. Are you going back
Can we
to
go
the?
to Vera? Let's go to Vera. Let's go.
I was gonna say, are you like looking to
Well-
go immediately back, or?
Well, I think that Sai and Evu can go back, and I'll just check Vera out with school.
And school says, well, issue with that is that I would probably have to sleep there. Is that okay?
Yeah, I can keep you safe. It's fine.
Okay. As he gets assigned Ifu back on your own island, and then gets you immediately teleported to Vera. Now, he teleports you right on the outskirts of Vera. But like in the air sort of thing, as he basically is holding on to you, because he knows you can fly, quote unquote.
Yes.
And he says, so I never really stepped into here much. I kind of just saw it from afar, but yeah, I mean, we can go ahead.
Okay. Well, school, what do you know about the underworld?
Two things. Before he will answer that, but before he answers that, the island is very visible, and you can see that the further part of the island. So when I say further part, is the part that is more to the right side on the map.
Mhm.
That part is filled with vegetation, like a forest. It's basically a forest, even though
Okay.
it's still technically a small forest for the size of the island. It's a full-on forest. Let me just move the map for the stream. There we go. But the other side, the side where you were on, and the side that's closest to you, is it looks burnt. Like what vegetation was here and what civilization was here, everything was burned down, and all you
Recently?
you'd probably have to get closer for that, but all you see is like bits of burnt wood, burnt vegetation. The whole like soil looks burnt as well.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'd like to get closer to it, but I'm still gonna stay over water as I'm talking to school.
so as you are getting closer, school says, I have a lot of connections within the underworld, but why'd you ask?
Do you know anyone that makes robots? I'm gonna insight check this, by the way.
I mean, I can't say I don't. There's a lot of weirdos out down there. Some are smarter
Well,
than
ones
others.
that are very, very realistic.
Ooh, like looking like a real human?
Yes.
I remember there being talks about such things being possible, but as far as I know, so far in the underworld, we've only seen your typical robots.
Is that jailer?
Yeah, you can.
Oof.
No way of telling if
Okay.
it's true or not.
I'll take his word. Okay. Huh. I think I'm gonna choose to believe him because, yeah. Okay, now I'm trying to recall the other thing I was gonna ask him.
Calm belt?
Well, oh yeah, how he gets to the Calm Belt. And the New World, actually. Yeah, I want to know that.
He answers, well, I visited many places, and a lot of them weren't easy to get, but as far as my vision reach goes, I can still teleport there. Now, there were some very, very far away places that are really hard to get, and you can't just, look at them. So I had to go through some process of catching a ride, going on boats. But at the same time, I have worked for so many people that sometimes you just get to see places of this world that you don't really usually get to see. Especially the Marines, they took me to a lot of places that I shouldn't be in.
Okay.
So eventually I kind of just get to know the whole world. Some places I'm still missing. But the main places, I feel like I have all of them down.
Okay. Do you know where Sword Mountain is?
Nope, no idea.
Do you know where the Blazing Trails are?
Nope, no idea.
Do you know how to get to Wano at least?
Nope, no idea.
Oh. I thought you were useful school. What's this about?
What can I say? I've never been to those places.
Well, maybe you should go sometime. It seems like it's not that hard.
Well, I don't really know where they are, so otherwise I would.
I just pull out the map. I'm like, there's one of them at least. Point out one.
Well, I guess that helps. It's still very far away.
Yeah, well, I expected better from you. So where the hell's Knuckle then on this map?
And he points it down.
Let's go. More information.
I mean, technically, you would already know. I think you have the name down.
I probably do. I don't remember it, but he never showed me where.
But yeah, he points to the Karaibari Island. It's like,
Oh,
that's
right.
the one.
Okay. All right. Well, that's simple enough. Okay. I'll note this down. Knuckle. Oh yeah, I can't spell knuckle. There you go. I don't get that spell wrong. Good enough for me. Okay, I think that's all I needed from school right now. Do you think you could get me a devil fruit school?
For the right price?
I thought we were friends.
Sure, we're friends, but I still have a job, and I have
Okay.
a place to run.
Well, do you know what happens if someone eats 2 devil fruit?
No, outside of the myths.
Okay, so you've never witnessed it.
Nope.
I thought you were the information guy. You don't have a lot of information, do you?
I'm sorry, nobody's willing to try it out.
Well, do you know anyone called Kenji the Fool?
No, I don't think so.
You never cease to disappoint. Alright, let's just keep going to the other.
Right. In that case, as you get close, do me a nature check, I guess.
Nature check.
Yeah.
It looks pretty burnt. Oh my god, I've never done a nature check before. Hang on, where is this? There it is. Oh, I'm good
That's
at
pretty
nature.
good. Right, so everything looks like it was
It's
burned.
burnt.
It was burned down. Maybe I don't want to say a few, but maybe a few weeks ago. Let's put it like that.
Okay. They're relatively recent,
Yeah, relatively recent. Yeah.
which doesn't sound good. But let's okay. All right.
So the whole area is burnt until you reach the forest part, and there's like no sign of humans or any creatures around.
There's no buildings or anything.
No, the buildings were burned down.
But there were signs that there were buildings.
Yeah, you can see the bits of what was left of the buildings. So it looks like it.
What were they made out of? Was there no bricks? Do bricks not exist?
Well, you can see some houses that weren't made out of wood, but even those are like the windows are fucked. Like some of the walls themselves like got taken down a bit. So those would be the houses that are still standing, quote unquote. Like some of them are not standing, but
Okay.
the ones that are.
School, new question. Who could have done this?
I mean, many people really.
Well, you should know what people that have like fire powers, right? Like, I know that there's Arrow.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think we both know that one.
I know a marine and other people with lightnings, but I mean,
Well, Lightning is also a marine.
yeah, that I mean, like I said, so many people could have done this. This could have been done by a bunch of ships just laying their bombs here. I don't know, cannonballs.
Okay. You think cannonballs do this?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it caught fire and then, it just got worse.
I don't think so.
I'm not
Wait, Dig, can I put that as my nature check? Can I see if it looks natural?
sure. It does not look natural.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that it was a wildfire.
And he says, I'm not really, investigator of these things.
You're the information guy.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't
do I
paid to
do?
get to know this particular part.
Well, at least you can teleport here now. That's my payment to you. You can actually teleport here now. Well, it seems it's a bit late, but
Yeah, not much to teleport to.
yeah. Can I investigate the village? Like, does it look like there's like charcoal like bodies or anything like that?
Yeah, there's definitely burned corpses and
Oh, dear.
all over the village.
Oh dear. There's no signs of who could have done it, like, like little evidence pieces, like maybe a flag.
You know what?
Or
Do me a perception check around the place.
no
Or
investigation.
Yeah, sure, investigation, because you're trying to look for these things.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it.
I'm gonna check first what would be here even.
Clearly, I know it's intentional, so that's something that a 7 might give me.
Okay, within the burnt part of this island, you don't find anything that could hint towards someone doing it, and you couldn't even find anything.
Well, it was clear that
interesting
someone
to-
did it, considering it's not natural.
Yeah, I'm just saying you couldn't really find any hints to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would consider this the same investigation or a separate one, but could I figure out maybe what their motives were? Like, for example, like, could I look at the body, see, like, is, like, all their, like, jewelry kind of gone? Or, like, is it still there? You know, is there a
I
motive?
can give you this information. The jewelry stayed, got burned.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, it's burnt, as in, like, it's not, like, if I picked it up right now, it's worthless.
well, no, some of it is resistant to fire, but as a general idea, you can
How
still see
hot
the
was
burn
this
marks.
flame? Like,
Um,
I assume some metal pieces are melted then, right?
some of them, yeah.
Oh my god, okay, so this was a powerful flame, whatever this was. Okay.
What can I? Oh yeah. Money wise, there doesn't seem to you don't seem to be able to find a lot of money within these corpses.
So they might have been looted for money, but not jewelry.
Hard to say. Could have been just a poor village.
Well, if that's the case, why would they have jewelry? Like, does the jewelry look expensive if it's still there?
I mean, you can see like some of them having rings, like wedding rings and stuff, but it's not super expensive.
Okay, so it's probably just a poor place then. Any devil fruits? Okay, so this place just got wiped a few weeks ago. There you go. When was the Buster Call that happened? Because obviously our like One Piece time scale perspective is a bit skewed because of that. But didn't we get a warning for a Buster Call before?
Nope.
Did we not? Never?
Nope.
Oh dear. Oh, and we never checked Batarilla, so... Wait, school would know the information of Batarilla. Does this look like Batarilla school?
School
Does this
says.
look a similar case?
No, it's a bit different.
What's different?
Well, Batarilla was more like a succession of explosions that build up onto one large explosion, while this one looks like it got burned down by proper fire.
Would I know that from my nature check?
From your nature check? I mean, yeah, you can tell it wasn't done by explosions, I'd say so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Well, that's an issue. That's a big issue, because we weren't even aware of this. A few weeks ago. Would I be able to tell, would it have been before our arrival at Alabasta?
As a rough idea, it feels like this was either done during the time you just arrived Alabasta, or a bit before.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, that's really not good. Okay. I assume everyone here is unidentifiable, so that's not helpful. Would have been nice to ask the revolutionaries about this, but I don't want to call them up right now and just be like, so, I found this place. Okay. Well, that's bad. Okay, what about the forest side? Can I check? Is there anything about the forest side that's interesting?
Yeah, you can go into the forest and do a perception check. Are you going into the forest, or are you going over the forest?
I'll go into it unless something dangerous happens, because I won't be able to see everything from above.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't good.
Might as well just ask, are you looking for anything in specific within the forest? Because maybe I can allow you to do investigation check depending on what it is.
I mean, I know I'll do one afterwards, but right now I think it's just a general overview, okay. But I will probably want to look for devil fruits with an investigation afterwards.
Okay. As a general idea, as you look, go inside the forest and you look around.
I roll the investigation now.
The forest in itself seems well packed and untouched by the fire.
It's a controlled flame, that's an issue.
And you keep looking around and you try to find like your way within the forest, and then you eventually realize, I think I'm going around in circles.
And then like, okay, so let me go from up top then.
Alright, you go up, and you start looking down into the forest itself. And I mean, you can see the size of the forest, and it doesn't really feel that big. It feels like it's probably wouldn't be that easy or that hard to go through. So I guess the fact you got lost in it is surprising in itself, since it's not
Yeah.
that big. But yeah, not much to really say about the
Oh,
forest.
this would be good with the Robo right now, because then I would know if it's a devil fruit, because he wouldn't be affected by it.
Also, I should have mentioned this before you went up, but your investigation wouldn't really find you anything interesting that could give you any hints. However, as you were like walking through the forest, at some point, you do find something on the side of one of the trees, like it's half burnt, but it looks like a wooden doll. Do you want to pick it up?
I mean, can I look at it more specifically first before touching it?
Okay. So, I mean, the wooden doll is like the part where you would be able to see the face of the doll is like faced to the ground, so you can only see the back of it.
Right.
But it looks like,
And I can't look around it, so I can't like
yeah.
go
So,
to the other side
no,
of it.
no. So
Okay.
it looks like a wooden doll of a human.
Okay. It doesn't. Does it look similar to my limited edition Goldie Roger statue?
Kind, I guess, yeah.
What? No, Diego, you can't do this stuff. There's no way he's still alive either. We're not having this. Okay. Well, I'll keep school at a safe distance. You know what? I'll hoist him in the top of the tree. I'll put him to the top of the tree. And then I will stand to the side of the tree and then, like, twist it, like the doll. Because I feel like a dart's going to shoot out of it or something.
As you slowly go to twist.
Actually, wait, before you say anything, and I might have as a part of, like, being the historian subclass before. Beginning at 6th level, you are used to looking for traps and dealing with them. The runes of, you gain proficiency with these tools and are resistant to damage. Okay, but it says you were used to looking for traps and dealing with them. Would I be able to? Could I do a check to see if this is a trap?
Go for it.
Well, what would I roll?
Investigation.
Okay.
Doesn't look trapped. You picking it up?
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna pick it. I'm gonna twist it first. I want to see what face is on it.
Oh, so you just want to turn it, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
And keep myself safe, because I still, although I don't think it's a trap, I still think it's a trap.
As you get your hand closer to this doll, and you slowly turn it to look at the face, you hear this voice inside you. The voice. It's not. You hear. Sure.
You can't do this.
I'd say you hear the voice inside you of someone familiar, very familiar to you. It looks as he says, "Walk away," and that's the voice of Draven as you turn the doll itself, and as he tells you to walk away, you kind of take one step back. But you're able to see, you were able to turn the doll still, and you were able to see that the doll is a wooden figure of you.
I figured so, but I don't know why that is. It says walk. I'm gonna trust Draven's words for once in my life. I'm gonna trust his words, but I can't really walk away because I put school at the top of the tree. So I'm gonna go up to pick school up first, and then just keep going up.
Okay. You go up, you pick up school, and do me a perception check.
Right. If the trees are exploding, I mean, do I need to?
Do a perception check.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
School is feeling a bit uneasy as you pick him up.
What? Uneasy because of me?
Hard to tell.
Well, can I ask him?
Of course.
Well, what's up, school? Like, what's...
He says, Nothing. There's just this weird sensation, really.
I'll explain it. I'm still going up, by the way. I don't trust.
Was that a figure of someone?
Me, apparently. Must be famous.
Looked like it.
Did anything happen down below?
No. I just had this weird tingling feeling as you turned it around.
I'm so confused. Draven said walk away. I'll say this out loud so Gork can hear.
He did?
Yeah. Apparently.
I mean, I really don't know what's going on with that guy and you, but he's probably right.
Is there anything up with the statue thingy, Diego? Did it sound like it activated anything, or?
Nope, it's just a statue.
What
Just
the
a doll.
hell?
So well, it's a well-made doll as well. Like you can like move the arms and shit.
Oh, that's good information, Diego. You know, I was really wondering that. I was really hoping it was an action figure. Like, come on. If they're gonna at least do me, at least make me an action figure, you know? What the hell? Okay. Does it? So nothing looks like there's anything up with it. It doesn't look broken or anything like that.
Nope.
It's just in a tree.
It was at like the bottom of a tree, face planted, like with the face down, and
Oh, as if it fell over.
maybe, and it was like slightly burned. So it like it just had this like black bit to it near the head part, but that's all.
Okay. Does my head feel burnt?
No.
Walk away. Can I be like, hello, Draven? Are you still there?
Doesn't respond.
Maybe if you don't say anything, I'm gonna go back. Alright, I'm going.
Alright, with that, you feel this sensation of numbness as
I'm not like picking it up yet. I'm like just hoping that I can call his bluff and he will talk to me.
you feel this sensation of numbness as you get closer to it again, and eventually you have this connection with Draven that you usually do, where everything goes black. And you hear him within the darkness saying, "You're in danger. Walk away."
Is it? Explain. What's dangerous about this doll?
I just don't like this place. Walk
But
away.
what happened? I'll walk away, but what the hell happened?
I don't know. I can just feel anger. Lots of anger.
From where? The trees? The doll?
Somewhere within the forest. Hard to pinpoint.
Okay. Right. Should I look for it?
Just walk away.
Ah,
You're alone.
fine. Well, I've got school. But
Great.
alright. I'll be going then, I guess.
And
Alright.
your vision goes back to normal.
It's not the totem that's scaring me, right? Or the doll.
It's scaring you?
Yeah, well, making me feel weird or anything. Or school and weird, maybe.
I mean, that's a question I can answer you.
Wait, school, does this totem scare you?
It says, it does give me some creepy vibes, I'll say that
Okay,
much.
that's what we avoid. Okay. Well, it sucks that you're gonna have to rest here. I think we should just take one of the burned down houses as rest.
I think so too.
Fun. Okay.
No, sorry.
No worries.
Alright. As you guys settle in within one of those burned houses, but still one of the ones that are still standing somewhat.
I'll make a fire and it's like as if it wasn't already burnt enough. We need to stay warm.
As school says, alright, we leave in the morning, right?
I guess so. I think we should definitely stay on alert though, because I think there's something in the forest.
Sure, I can do some shifts.
Yeah. As soon as we can teleport, I think we should go.
Okay.
I'd say prioritize yourself first if you need to go first, because I mean you probably will anyways, because you seem like that kind of person. But you know, I think I'm much more capable of holding them back if anything happens.
Alright, will do. As school seems very ready to just get this night through. He does not want to be here. Can you do me a perception? No, it wouldn't be a perception check. Would it? Yeah, perception check with disadvantage. For the night.
I can see in the dark. I have a night vision.
Doesn't matter for this case.
Okay. Okay.
It's a different specific.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing something as well, but it would fuck us over as well. But what I was thinking about is because I have the Thunder Sword now, I was gonna just keep whacking it so then it would make loud noises, which would give the enemy exhaustion eventually because they can't sleep. But then that also means we can't sleep. So it would like inhibit us both, and like the guy would probably like it would give away our location, so we'd just be confronted anyways. But yeah, okay, perception with disadvantage. Oh, do I need to roll disadvantage? There you go. I got a 2.
Alright. I mean, the night goes by, you don't really see anything alarming, nothing really happens. And school would be the one waking you up to leave the place.
Uh-huh.
Wake up, Soda. Gotta go.
I'm still gonna check school though. Like, obviously I don't know what anything's happened, but does he still loot the thing? Because he did feel weird before.
Yeah, he seems to be feeling anxious to leave this place.
Okay. Alright, let's go then. I'll swing my sword a couple of times before we go. Like, boom, boom, boom!
Which is it? What are you doing? And immediately, immediately teleports you out. As,
their tactics.
would put you back on your island.
Okay, so noted on map. Never go this place.
Anywhere else you would like to check?
I think the next stop's are Blazing Trails now. I'm trying to find out where that is. Because we've... Well, I mean, we kind of... I think you could do this very briefly, but we can go to Nanimonai because I don't think we've been there properly yet. But, I mean, we already kind of know what's there.
Yeah. I mean, Nanimonai is basically a deserted
Yeah,
island.
just say what's there, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's just a deserted island. There's nothing there. I mean, something
Is
could
it
be...
still foggy?
No. It was never foggy.
Oh, I thought it was like in a dark shroud before.
Yeah, that wasn't natural.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying is that's not there anymore, I assume.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, technically anything could be built on top of it. It's just...
Yeah.
I guess not the best island to do it, but...
Oh, I kind of want to do something, but it's a bit morbid.
Okay.
I want to go to Drum Kingdom just to make sure Victor's dead.
Go ahead. In that
I didn't really
case-
want to dig him back up, but I feel like I have to because we need to know.
We'll make it quick. I'd say you'd easily be taken there, and I guess you'd want to try and do that without the attention of people.
Yeah.
So I'd say you'd be able to avoid any sort of attention.
I bet the princess could know if she's at her island, because I mean, it's like right outside her castle. So.
I mean, you can still try and do it without them seeing.
Nah, but like they know what happened anyways. Like I don't really mind.
For the case, I'd say that there would be there don't really be anyone outside per se, because that place is very cold.
Yeah.
So technically you could still be able to do it without anyone knowing. You'd have to like knock on the door to like say hi to people.
No, I think I'd explain the situation to the princess. Like I'd explain the
Okay.
message as well. Because we're in an alliance now, we have to trust each other, you know? Like, I can't not.
Yeah, for the sake of making things go smoothly and faster, I'd say she would be aware of the situation, even though she kind of already knew that something had happened there about your friend. But yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, you were his captain. She's fine with you deciding what to do, considering the situation. So yeah, you check to see if the body is still there. It is not.
Oh no! I don't know if that's good or bad actually. Because if he's alive, then that's good. But I don't think he is. Okay. Bro, wait, does that mean my coat that I buried with him's gone too?
Yeah.
You robbed my coat. Wait, no! Victor's not there anymore. Oh, but his body was there, so he'd be preserved just in case we managed to find a way to bring him back. He's not there anymore. Okay. Okay, well that's not good. Wait, but was it like... I guess it's hard to say because of snow. But does it seem clear that he got out, or like it, like because I guess we never put him in a coffin, so we wouldn't know. Yeah, I don't think there'd be any way to know, would there, if how he got out?
Yeah, it's very hard to tell if someone took him out of there or not.
Yeah, because no one was present whenever this happened, I assume. And everything would be covered with snow. Why does this place have to snow? Okay. Alright. Blazing Trails it is then. I need school to pull out trip. We're going on a trip.
I'd say that while you're looking for the corpse of your friend, and realizing it's not there anymore.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Like,
within your shadow, that is like, you technically don't have a shadow, but it's like one shows up, very small on your feet.
Oh, what does Raven want? Hurry up.
Just a little, like, looks like another invitation comes out of the ground.
The Draven has him. Okay. Right.
He's basically trying to invite you once again.
If anything, that just makes me not want to go even more. He's got my dead friend's body, basically. Like that means that, like, Victor 100% died then, and even if he brought him back, it's no longer Victor anyways. So. Okay. Well, I'm not accepting it right now. I'm going Blazing Trails first. I've set my mind on it.
Okay.
I'm going on a journey with Trip. I'm going on a trip with Trip.
Righty then. In that case, school would easily get in contact with Trip. They have the contacts with each other anyway. And to make things easy, I'd say that he would get you both together, just you two. Nobody else is coming.
Wait, no, we need one more.
Who?
We need the sword guy that's on our island because he wanted to come with us.
Oh, you want to take that guy with you?
Yes.
Tricky.
What?
Um, yeah, school is not up for that. You either take Trip or you take the other guy.
I'll tell the other guy whatever I saw anyways. I'll mention his name if I remember it. What's his name?
You should have it written.
I probably do. I'll go check that while you explain what's going on.
In that case, school will take both of you. Does not. Let me move to this map, even though not much is there. School will take both of you. He seems to take steps. With his teleportations, but in a quick successions of teleportations, eventually you do reach a place that looks empty, dark, with a weird gray ceiling to it, very high up, very high up.
This dress Rosa? I asked school.
And all the houses and like roads here are filled with
Cool, is this dress Rosa?
one sec. Are filled with this weird like string, like grayish string that
Yeah, this is definitely dress Rosa then.
that goes along the walls and whatnot.
Yeah, it's dress Rosa then.
As school says, yeah, this would be the place.
Yeah.
Now, this is where we start getting issues. I do not know where to go.
Well, me neither. Do you trip? Do you know where the Blazing Trail is?
Trip says, like I said, I know the stories, but I don't really know the location.
Okay. School, do you know if... I mean, this is a bit of a long shot here, but the person that owns this island, do they happen to be nice?
Not really. Like they do sound nice at the start, but you never know what's behind all that, you know?
Well, if we spoke to them, could you guarantee that we get out of there if anything goes south?
Nope.
Okay, well that's a problem. Trip, do you reckon? No, we definitely couldn't. I don't even want to say that. That's so dumb. From my standards, that's dumb. We can definitely not defeat them. Okay. I have confidence in you, Trip, believe me, but I don't think we could do that.
So,
Well, what clues do we get?
yeah, I mean, we can give it a try, but if it reaches the point where it starts getting a bit too risky to keep teleporting, I might just have to bring everyone back.
Well, do you know the islands around here?
Very badly, but I can trust Knuckle.
You can?
Yeah, ish.
If that's what you consider trust, I mean, I witnessed Knuckle, so... If you don't trust this person, but you trust Knuckle, then this person must really be bad.
Well, it's more because this person doesn't really like me, per se. I don't really have a lot of negotiations with them. Knuckle, however, I do have quite a bit.
Okay, well... I don't know how to figure this one out. Do you think Knuckle would know where the Blazing Trail is?
I have no idea. We can try and ask.
Yeah, what's the harm? You could get us out, right? Think.
I can, yes.
Okay. Well. What does this place look like right now, where I'm currently at? It's filled with webs.
Yeah, basically these white, grayish strings are just around the whole place, and the place is like, you can see houses, you can see roads, what looked like to be a proper town, but now seems to have been completely emptied out. So it looks more like a ghost town, really.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's move on to Knuckle then, I guess.
Alrighty then. As he gets both of you teleported, and he teleports you to this small, like, chamber within the castle, the stronghold you've been inside before. As he says, "Just let me lead the way, right?"
Yeah, of course.
And there's nothing in this particular place where you are right now. But as Skull knocks 3 times on the door, the door then opens to this creepy lady. I guess you can put it like that.
The one I've already met.
Yes.
Okay. So we're on the outside right now. What does it look like on the outside, real quick? Oh no, I'm in a chamber.
You're in the chamber.
Okay.
As she says,
okay.
"Ooh, it's you again." And Skull answers, "Yes. Sorry, I came without any notice. We just need a bit of information. Trying to look for blazing trails, something like that, along those lines."
Trip, I hope you get good information from this guy, because the information guy is asking for information. Can you believe this?
As Skull looks back and says, "Anything else to add to it, more than the name?"
I don't know, Trip, do you know anything about Sword Mountain?
And Trip says, "I mean, from the myths I know is that these places are known for having. It's where the most powerful swords have been built across the ages, the years. But that's all I know."
Okay. And do you know anything about someone called Kenji the Fool?
I can't say I do. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's already more than school now, so we'll take it.
As Skull goes back to talking to her and says, "Well, as you can see, something about swords, blazing trail, sword mountain, anything like that." As she says, Yes, I can hear them as well, Skull. Now, would you 3 stay here for a bit, and I'll see what I can find out for you? How's that?"
Yeah, sure.
And as she closes the door, and Skull says, "Oh dear."
Okay, Trip, I'm gonna give you a rundown. They do this weird dance thing. I'm gonna explain the dance to you. I'm not gonna like do a demonstration, but I will explain that one bit.
Meanwhile, while you're explaining that, Skull is literally banging his head against the wall. Fuck me. But yeah,
That's the rundown. I'm helping you here, Trip. From one good pirate to another.
do me a performance check
What?
to see if you can even teach him.
This is the one time I want a nat 20. Please. Performance. No. No.
Yeah, it does not go well. It looks like Trip is not one to dance, and
Okay, Trip. I will cover for you. Okay. I will take the hit.
Okay, not really sure why we need to do this.
Well, I mean, you already know that the person in here is an emperor, right? So, I mean, if you don't do it, you can probably imagine what happens. I don't know what happens if you don't do it, but you can imagine.
Yeah, I guess. But why do we dance?
As a greeting.
Right. I guess a simple high and wave doesn't work anymore.
Not in these places, no.
And
I wish it did.
eventually, the door does open again, and surprisingly enough, Knucklepath, Knucklepathy himself, is the one that stands right outside the door, along with the creepy woman and other creepy like creatures and humans in the back. It seems like they're all peeking through the hallway to see what the hell is going on.
Oh.
But yeah, the ones right in front of you, it's the lady and Knucklepathy himself.
I bow. That's like on kneel, what you know.
Oh god, here we go again. This voice. As
Oh, he's small, right?
yeah, he's very small. He's like
Okay.
the size of a kid, like 10 years old.
Okay.
As Knucklepathy says, "Ma, hello there."
Hello.
Now,
Uh,
no need for any sort of introduction. I already know all of you. And as like you see Knucklepathy leaning his head to the side to have a better look at a Trip, and says,
Yeah.
"Even you, yes, even you. Now, blazing trail, you said. Is that what you're
That-
looking for?"
That is what school said we are looking for, yes.
Well, the name itself, I don't have much information on. But, meh, I do know there's a place within these oceans that is known for its fiery and explosive lava. A volcano, basically. Always active. And it is said maybe Wano may be getting some swords out of it. Something about this well known and strong forger.
Name?
I don't know if that's the place you want, but that's all I have.
Is that the name? Like, do they have a name?
No, I don't really know the name. I can give you a rough location, though.
Okay.
That would be 2 billion, Barry.
Oh. I don't. Do we even have that money? Like, even in the bank account?
As a school who has been banging his head against the wall for the past minute says, if I get you the things you wanted, but within the next 5 days, is that good payment? Is that enough? And Knucklepathy answers, I'll take it, but I still need to get 2 million.
I have 2 million. Oh no, I don't know if I do.
You might have to use some of your island expenses.
Well, it's not being spent, is it, right now? So
No.
it's gotta go to something.
I mean, it will hurt on the long run, but...
Why? Why will it hurt? No, because it's being saved up right now.
Yeah, it's being saved up for the island's needs itself. What is being given to you comes every month or two, and
Okay. Well, I think it's only fair that I go 50-50 with Trip, because I can't be paying for all this and then getting nothing out of it.
Which Trip says, "Oh fuck me."
You're the one that's got loads of money. You like buy swords like on the daily.
All right, yes, I'll
If
make
anything, you should
it
just
work.
pay in full.
I'll make it work. Anything to see this place. As Necropathy answers, "Meh, we have a deal then." As you see, School seems to grab this piece of paper and hands it to you and says, "There you go, just sign that."
Okay. I don't have a pen though.
He gives you a pen.
Thank you.
And then moves on to Trip. Same thing. And then he signs it himself as well. And then hands it to Pathy. Says, "There, all names written." It was a pleasure doing business with all of you. Do you need a ship?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, a ship it is, everyone! As he looks back and all these creatures, these creepy humans that were looking through the hallway, like, all of them seem to cheer and getting to work as Pathy says. "Well, I'd love to bring you all with me, but certain parts of this castle are not to be seen. So, School, if you please." And School gets you guys together again. Yeah, I know. I'll teleport away. Thank you so much again, Knuckle." And he's gonna teleport you both outside.
Well, I owe you one, School.
He looks at you and says, No, it's whatever. It's if I need anything, I'll tell you. It's fine." And he just seems a bit like defeated right now. And he says, "Just don't expect to see me within the next week."
Okay, well, well, that's bad. Because I need to go places. Oh. Okay. Well, while I still have you on loan, then, can you arrange a meeting, please, for me?
A meeting?
Yeah.
What sort of meeting?
I want an audience with the Germa Kingdom plus the Napal Kingdom, as they are currently in my territory.
And you can't do that yourself?
Well, you can just teleport them there. Like, I can't do that if you're gone. Like, how am I meant to get to them?
I'll try.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So, right now, he teleported you to the outskirts of this island, which, the island itself on the outside seems okay. I mean, not much is there to see. You can see these ships that look old, and not. You're not sure if they're decorated or if they were left to rot.
Okay.
Not sure if it's intended, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But the ships look like they're way too old to even navigate through the seas. And the area you are right now is completely covered by walls, but the soil itself seems to be this putrid-like soil. As you can see, some people when in these ships, some of them moving into one large ship, probably the one they're getting ready for you. And yeah, I'd say School asks, "So, can any of you navigate a ship?"
I look to Trip.
Trip says, yes, yes, I can.
Okay, that's
I
good. I totally can too, but I'll steer just because.
Alright, in that case, maybe try and I'll try and see if we can bring as few people as possible into this. I don't like their company.
Uh-huh. That's a good observation.
So that's
That's
what
on the same page.
that's what school goes to do. Right, it takes a bit. Do you want me to skip through that, or do you have anything
No,
to say?
sure.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't have it.
Right.
Yeah.
In that case, they do get a ship ready for you, and they do allow you guys to take care of the ship. As school says, well, the ship is ours. They don't really need it per se, and we have already paid a lot, so we can take it wherever we want.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll go to this volcano.
You were given a rough location, which means
Yeah.
You were given a rough location, and you were given, I'd say you would be given, what's it called? Eternal pose? Is that what's it called?
An eternal one is like it only points to one place.
No, what's the New World one? I forgot the name.
Oh, I don't know. I just know. I swear, eternal pose is only point to one island.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the name. Doesn't matter. But it's the New World type of lock pose, which I believe has like 3 different pointers.
No idea.
I believe it is something like that.
That's Trip's job, not mine.
But yeah, as you would be navigating through these seas. Now, this is something that will take a long time to travel through, but you do have the resources to do it. It's just going to take a long time. And in the meantime, school will try and use his teleport powers to like get a better look at the places around, just to make it easier to know where you're navigating. But yeah, it's hard to like measure it, but I'm gonna say this is gonna take you about 2 weeks to get there.
Okay. I'll do some bonding with Trip.
Takes you about 2 weeks to get there, and you'd be running low on food once you do get there. But it's not a big deal, since school can easily, whenever you need to just piss off of here, can easily just teleport you out. So yeah, you realize for one thing is for sure, Trip is an amazing what's the word?
Navigator.
What did you say?
Navigator?
Not the word I was looking for, but he's really good at just sailing ships in general, like dealing with ships, sailing them, fixing them.
I thought he was the sword guy.
No, apparently he's more than that. But yeah, he seems to know ships with the back of his hand. And give me a sec as I... do this. I'm just gonna swap map.
Oh, swap map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just so you know, Diego, yeah, we barely even scratched the surface of the things I want to do, so.
I think we'll be fine.
I mean, I still got the Draven invitation, the Napol Kingdom meeting, and then I guess Meldrick / Sabodi. Like fully.
Oh, this is not visible. Great.
You're just making up a map real quick.
No, I have the image. I just can't fucking put it here for some fucking reason. Yeah, I can't even show this yet. I just want it ready. Okay, so this island is covered in lava. There's no safe spot to dock a ship anywhere.
Okay.
The whole island is just rocks and lava. However, that does look like there's a path where the lava does not reach, and the soil, this rocky soil, leads to this opening within within the mountain, I guess, because it's a large mountain, volcano still, but yeah. However, to get there, you have to go through these paths of rock that are filled with lava flooring. Sometimes the rock won't even be there for someone to just walk. You'd have to go. You'd have to either jump across from one rock to another, or have to fly to get to the other side. There's no easy way to get to the other side. But yeah, you guys that's not really an issue for you. Yeah. So
I'll still like not use my powers too much. Like I'll try and do it normally, and if I like slip or something, I'll use my fruit. But, yeah.
So yeah, I'd give you the map now. It's fine, because you can easily get to these places. So.
Do I still have the equipment to make a sword?
Trip has some equipment, but not much.
But I got some too, right?
You got some too, yeah. So yeah, this is more or less what you see near the top.
Okay.
So there's no like proper bridge to get to the other side, but that's not an issue for you. And the inside seems to be lit, and you can hear the sound of something banging into steel.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take Trip with me. I'm gonna pick him up. And then we're gonna walk over, I guess. Can I hold School as well?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll hold them both and then drag them over to this side.
Alright. Let me get the other map ready. Just in case. Actually, do I even need this one? Yeah, I should.
You're actually just making up maps on the go.
I just don't know if I'll need this one specifically, but I'll leave it here just in case. Okay, so as you go through that, the inside of it is actually just a bridge to another doorway, but like the bridge is half broken, like bits of it are broken, and the sides of the bridge and the ground below the bridge is full on lava. So this place in general is just super hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can easily go through the bridge and get to the next doorway. It's not an issue for you. And that's when then you reach a place where two people seem to be forging swords. Like it's a small, not small, it's a wide open chamber open to the outside as well, where you can see like a bunch of different like weapons on the walls, on these rocky walls, and you can see two people well, one of them seems to be forging these weapons. The other one seems to be like an assistant.
Okay.
They do not. They're not aware of your presence, or at least the one forging isn't. The other one is, but the loud banging over and over again is just too loud for him to even notice that you've arrived. And the other guy is not really being able to make his partner realize that you're there as he approaches you. This man that looks in his 40s, probably.
This is the assistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to shave a lot. You can see the long beard on his face, and the brown his brown long hair as you guys as he approaches you, and they're both like half naked because of how hot it is. He says, "Who are you? How did you get here?"
We teleported.
No, but for real, how did you get here?
I mean, we teleported.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll change the question then. Why are you here? It's too hot.
Trip, did you want to explain?
Trip steps up and says, we were just trying to check the place out. We heard this place, well, I should really call it a myth, you know? If this is what we think it is, the Blazing Trails, place where great swords are made? Which the man answers, yeah, something like that. It's not what it used to be.
Why is that?
So technically the myths are still myths.
Why is that, though?
Well, we can't exactly make godlike weapons like the myths say, but we make what we can.
Okay.
Here, you can give this one a try. And he send. One second. He gives you a sword. Just tosses you one.
Okay.
Upon inspection, the sword seems well made, but you understand now what he meant. There's no special trait to this sword. There's like the one you had, like there's no lightning features, there's nothing like that. It's just a very well made sword.
I assume Trip has a good sword, right?
He does.
Can he swing his sword against this one to see if it breaks?
He can, yeah.
Alright, let's see
he goes to swing his sword to against this one, and none of them break. However, Trip's one definitely feels like it had a bit more weight to it. As you as you see, like when they vibrate upon impact, you'd be able to see that Trip's sword barely vibrated, while the other one seemed to like kept on vibrating a lot, as it felt like it was about to break, but it didn't break.
Okay, so what the hell's happened here then? Like, this ain't, like, no offense. Like, you're literally making swords in a volcano, and they're, like, not even that good.
Oh no, they're good. I see you just have some very special ones. But this is probably the best place. This is where we were taught, as he goes into like this desk of them that they have, this stone desk, and he gets some like maps and papers, and he shows them to you, and it seems like the guide to make a very powerful sword. It's all written in Asian language.
Can Trip read it?
Doesn't look like it.
Can School read it?
Doesn't look like it.
Can they read it?
Apparently so.
Okay.
Because they're making these things, but he does answer.
Well, they could just be looking at pictures. It could be like
that's
a
what I'm
picture
gonna
print.
answer. He does tell you, saying, "Well, we can't really read it, but we
Yep.
can tell, but we can see the images, and we try to understand what it's trying to tell us."
Okay, so what's it telling them? Can I read it?
So you read through it. It does like specify the ways to make a proper like sword, and everything seems to be fine from how to build one from scratch up to how to make it different from everything else. But when it gets to the point where it wants to tell you how to reach higher, how to make something special about these swords. It goes on about teachings that you've never heard before, like a special art style, like if it was a martial art type of thing. About how to express your own aura into these weapons.
Okay.
And then when you see that you're starting to get to the bit where the main information to how to do it, it just cuts out. There's pieces missing.
Okay. So it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to trust what you're saying, so can I try my hand at making one of these swords too? With these pictures?
Sure. As he goes to tap his friend on the shoulder that was making trying to make a sword, and this man looks even older than the other dude, with his like long gray beard and hair. He's way more bulky as well. Looks like a human giant. As he doesn't stand up, but he looks back and says, Sure, whatever they think they can do. Give it a try, I guess.
Right.
So you do have...
Wait, who taught you guys?
Hmm?
Who taught these people? That's what I'm asking. Like, who taught them? Or they knew?
The older guy answers, Nobody, we're just following old teachings.
So you just walked upon this place and just decided, you know what, we'll do this.
Something like that.
Alright. Okay, so you have no lineage then, that's a bit disappointing. Alright, I'll give it a go then. Meanwhile, I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, I've never made a sword before.
Yeah, do me a performance check. Just a straight performance check is fine.
That's not good though. Nope, that's not great.
And now do me a wisdom check.
That's not great either. Ah!
Okay. So, you start to go about the ways of making the sword and trying to follow the guide that you saw. Everything seems to be going fine as about making a sword, but you're having the same issue they are having. You can't make it special. You can't make it different. Sure, you got the object, and you made it strong, but it's still just a sword. There's nothing special about it.
Is it better than their one though?
I'd say no, but it's close.
Oh damn! For my first attempt, I'm better than like, well, not better, but
yeah.
So I've got like a knack for this then.
Mm-hmm.
That's worrying. Okay. Huh. Trip, why didn't you have a go at doing it?
Okay. I mean,
Oh no. Bro,
okay.
bro, bro. He's gonna make like the best sword in the world.
Keep in mind, he cannot read any of what you read.
If I see that he's doing a good job, I'll let him in on some tips.
So yeah, surprisingly, he does start off really good at making this. He seems to be able to get the hang of it very, very easily as he was watching you and been watching the others. But he does seem a bit sloppy about it. So eventually, even though he did a really good job for something he's not really used to do, it still needs to be perfected.
Well, I'm sure you could learn if you wanted to, Trip.
I guess so. It's a bit weird to be trying to make, a sword, a special sword, when I'm usually the one looking for them to buy them. I never thought about
Yeah,
making
that's
one.
fair. But guys, do you know what this sword is? And I show the Thunder sword. I don't reveal that it does Thunder things, but just visually.
As you show it, the older guy immediately goes to try and pick it up from your hand. I'm assuming
That's not gonna happen.
yeah. But yeah, he can't do it as he says, "Where did you get this?"
I got it from a guy who you might know. He was from Alabasta. I forgot his name. But I destroyed what he considered his best sword was with a sword that's better than this one. And then he gave me this one.
I don't know a lot of people. Maybe I know who you're on about.
Maybe you do. He works on my island now. He doesn't have a volcano forge like this, but you know.
Do you have more of these?
I have one more.
Well, show it to me.
Well, it's not on me right now.
Can I
Actually, it's being repaired.
keep this one for a while?
Why would it? Why? What? Why?
This is a very old sword. I just want to try and replicate it.
But why would I want that?
Well, you probably don't, but I do.
Yeah, well, I don't. Thank you.
That sword doesn't belong to you anyway.
I mean, that might be true, but it's still my sword.
Waste of talent.
Okay.
As he goes back to hammering on his swords.
I'll be sure to pay them a visit at a later date. What do you think, Trip? What do you think of this place?
Was expecting a bit more for a myth, you know?
And it's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Like, we literally paid, what, 2 million? 200 million? Something like that for this.
Yeah, very disappointing indeed.
At least I guess we've got our own swords, but like, I mean, it's not better than the swords we actually use.
Well, I guess some stories are better left as stories rather than seeing this miserable place.
Yeah, I might do something about this later on. Make it actually good at some point, I don't know.
And as you guys look to the outside from the entrance of this place, there's someone very far away, along the other side of the bridge that you had to cross through.
Yeah.
There's someone standing there. Seems to be watching you guys.
Uh-huh.
You can
Do you
their
see that
face.
Trip?
Yeah. I guess there's someone else here.
Well,
Which one of the older guy answers saying, "There's nobody else here outside of you."
but you really are blind. Like, no wonder you don't make good swords. You can't see anything.
As he he looks back to see what you're on about, and when he looks back, you guys both look back as well at it, and the guy's not there anymore.
Well, I mean, I definitely know that we saw them. There's 2 accounts of us that saw this person.
Right. Now I'm the blind one.
I reckon we could kill these people right now if we had to. They're not putting me in a good mood right now. I've tried to be passive to everyone I've met, but my god.
Alright. What you wanna do?
What does Trip want to do?
Trip seems to be somewhat interested in the person that's outside, since the inside of this place is really not that interesting.
Yeah, let's go check that out first. We can debate on slaughtering these people afterwards. They're not going anywhere.
Alright. In that case, as you are leaving back to the bridge that you have to cross, you see the same man again as he jumps to the sort of the middle of the bridge. Let me swap the map.
Oh dear. Was this the map that you weren't thinking was gonna happen?
It was the map that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do.
Oh, I die.
So yeah, this man looks dressed like a samurai. You can't see its face as he stands right in the middle of the bridge. You'd be on this side of the bridge, just so you know, this side.
Yeah, do you want me to place myself in?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to put Trip in as well?
I can put Trip down, yeah.
Yeah. Put him in front of me.
Trip. And this man, you see as he takes out his katana and points it towards the both of you, saying, "I know who you are, but I thought you know who I am."
Trip, do you know this guy?
Trip says, "Nope, sorry." "You over there at the back."
I look back to school.
I'd say school is next to you.
Oh. Yeah, it's still school. He's still talking about school.
As he says,
I push school forward. They want you.
As he says, "No. Oh, you fool. Come on." As he takes another step forward, and getting a bit closer, and says, You both have very interesting weapons, don't you?"
Like, can I like do a perception check on Trip's sword? Because like I know it's good, but I don't. Is it that good?
You can do a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I'm so bad at rolling.
Give me a sec.
Why
Yeah,
is everything this session gotta be about looking at things?
Yeah, you have no idea. As the man continues and says, "Yet none of you are worthy of keeping such weapons.
Okay.
Why don't you help an old timer out and give me one last battle before I retire?"
Well, so we're not worthy, but you want to fight us. What is the point of that?
Well, if you lose, I keep your sword. If you win, I can tell you all about those myths you've been looking for.
I don't know if it's worth it, Trip. I don't know about you. I don't know how much you value your blade.
Trip looks at the guy and looks at his blade and says, "Sure, but I'll only give my sword if you put up a good fight."
Oh dear. I was not expecting this response from you, Trip. You kind of put me on the spot here. And I don't really want to lose this sword. And I'm gonna have to ask Sai for his.
And the man says, "Really? Are you really that much of a coward? You were better than this."
If you put it like that. Wait, is this a fight to the death? What's this?
No, not looking to kill anyone. Not you. Not him either.
Well, I don't know about you, old man, but you are aware of our bounties, right?
No, and I don't care. I just want to see if you're really the person you are.
Well, I guess we have no choice then. Alright, Trip. I can't wait to see what you got, and I like stretch.
Let's see then.
I get the feeling with like when there's old characters in something like they're always strong. So I feel like we're gonna get destroyed. But you know, there's no fun in it. I've been provoked.
Right. With that, this man kneels down and bows before he starts anything and says, "I wish you luck."
Well, while he's bowing, I'm getting height.
Right. I need you to do why not you? We'll just make a dexterity checks to make this easier. Do me 5 straight dexterity checks. And and then after those 5, do me 1 wisdom check.
1, 2. Oh my god! Like, shall I even keep rolling? Should I even bother? 3, 4. They were all like meh, and then a wisdom check. Wow. Well, I'm hoping the Trip can carry this fight.
So, this guy, as he basically lunges himself at you two, he doesn't seem to care if you get some height. He jumps very high and he seems to be able... He doesn't have Geppo, but he seems to be able to at least do 1 second jump in the air, but he can't do more than that. So he has to like plan his jumps. But this man, as he gets closer to fight you guys, one thing you notice, he does not have a shadow.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the lava would make it very apparent that
Yeah.
he's missing a shadow.
Does Trip have a shadow? I assume he does.
He does.
I think I asked this before.
Yeah, he does. And you'd see that his face is also like half of it is missing.
Okay.
And like the mouth has the full-on teeth uncovered, so he's missing a lot of the lip part of his mouth. As the battle starts against this guy, one thing you notice is that his strength comes from somewhere, but it's not brute force. Like he himself does not look like it's coming out of just pure brute force. Seems like he's doing something else. And it's being able to, like, each time you try to like parry something, an attack of his, it's like you're being like hit by a thunder wave type of thing. Like your body is pushed back each time. Also, the guy seems to never, or more like you seem to never be able to land a single hit on him. No matter how hard you try, the both of you, he always finds a way to either dodge, avoid, or parry it. And yes, there's two of you, and yes, you have these special swords to you, and you try your best to like kind of cooperate with each other to take this guy down. But it's like he's expecting every single move, and his sword in itself does not look like a normal one. It, even though it doesn't have like any flashy thing to it or anything like that, each hit of his, like I said, just feels like you're being hit by like there's an after effect to it. So what I'm trying to say is then when he hits you, not only do you feel the impact of the sword hitting your sword or any other part of your body, but there's also this feeling of a second impact coming afterwards that you can't really stop. Another thing to notice is that his sword is pure black, just like his hand. And his eyes, although white of blindness, still give off this fierce look when he's fighting. As this keeps going for a while though, as he's not really finishing you off, you get the idea that like none of you are getting really hurt per se. You get the idea that he's more like testing out what you can do rather than him testing out how fast he can take you down. And eventually I'd say that at some point he gains some distance and stops, putting his sword to the side, as he says, "Not bad, but you have a lot to learn to be worthy of it."
I don't know about you, Trip, but this just seems unfair. Like, I think there's some cheating going on. I think this guy's being manipulated in some way.
Trip, who's like panting a bit from like the heat of the place and been fighting for the whole time. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I've never had such a challenge, and I doubt he's even going all out on us. "Who are you, man?" Which the guy responds, "Funny enough, both of you already know who I am." You just can't picture it.
Um,
What do you say, young ones? Why don't you stay here? I'll teach you a thing or two until you're ready. And if you're not ready, well, in that case, maybe I'll just take everything you have when it comes to being a swordsmanship.
see what you're going with this. I want to do other things. But learning with Trip would be kind of cool. We could bond over that.
At this point, there's a very trembling hand that is getting closer to you, Soda. I'll say you'd be on the ground at this right now, and is about to touch you, the hand of School. And in that specific moment, in a very fast movement, the guy would get right next to you both, and next to School, as he points his sword at School's hands, and says, "Move again, and your hand is mine."
What the hell?
Which School says, all right, sorry. And he's looking at you saying, yeah, I don't know, I tried.
I tried. Well, Trip, what are you thinking?
Trip says, well, I told my crew it was gonna be just a couple days, but I have a feeling he's not gonna let us go.
I mean, he offered us. What if we just say no?
And Trip says, even though he's blind, he seems to be very fixated on you, Soda. The whole fight, I never felt like he was trying to teach me anything. I think I'm just on the side here, but I'll take it.
Oh, but I want to do other things. Oh, man.
The man says, he's right. He's a sharp one. Soda is your name, huh?
Apparently so.
You had a better name once, you know?
Apparently so.
It's okay. Are you gonna join me, Soda? Or are you gonna cower?
I mean, it's a bit provocative. I mean, I would like to do other things. Can I do other things while we train?
I have no way of knowing if you're just gonna run away, so... sorry. I think this is it.
Oh, man. I don't have a choice then, really, do I? Alright. Fine, I guess. I don't have a choice.
You taking it?
I don't have a choice! He's literally gonna, kill School if I say no.
Right.
So where are you gonna go now? He's still gonna decline?
As School says, well, I guess I'll be gone then. I mean, I don't really want to stay here.
Tell Meldrick I wanted to join him, and they'll arrange the meeting for the other people. I want to meet them soon.
I'll try my best once again. He leaves you a small Linden Mushi and says, if I'm nearby, which probably won't happen, but if I am, you can have that.
I think I already have one, but I'll take another.
Okay.
It's free.
As he teleports away. and the guy now takes off his his hat, and you can see, yeah, this man is he's just a corpse, a walking corpse, really. And he says, "I'm afraid I'll have to conceal my own name from the both of you, but
I mean, I don't really care what your name is. You literally are an asshole.
I'm happy to have some students once again."
You said you were gonna retire. What's this about?
I'll retire after this. I just need to see the potential of one last student.
I wish you luck, Trip.
Say, Soda, how's the life been?
I don't know. Why are you asking this to stop? Just stop.
I was just hoping to know something. God.
Well, what do you want to know?
Just want to know, how's it been for you? Has it been better?
I've been a pirate. I'm now a warlord. I have a high bounty, higher than Trip's, I think. I just wanted to mention that. Although you are a respectable, Trip, obviously.
You got friends?
Yeah, I guess so.
Family?
Kind of. Bit complicated, but yes, kind of.
I'd say you're doing better then.
Well, thank you, I guess.
Right. So, you're gonna be here for a while, and
Yep.
you will get the feeling that no matter what you do, he's always like making sure you have no way of escaping. It feels like
I already concluded that.
He feels like he asked you if you wanted to
But it's
join
not
him,
actually a
but it's not actually a question. Another thing is, how can I put this?
I assume Trip's gonna learn Haki with me, because I assume he's
Yeah.
gonna be the one that's teaching us Haki.
He will teach you Haki. However, he can teach you everything.
He can't or can?
He can't right now.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
right now.
Okay.
He will teach you the things he can within the time you have for yourself. And ultimately, it's just trying to prove your worth for the swords you wield. And he does tell you a bit about the swords you both wield, which is very
Give me names. Give me names.
which is very similar. Oh, I can give you the name of Trip's sword since you're gonna be with him for so long. Trip's sword is called Orenmir.
Type that.
Orenmir, and it's known as the sword. Don't have a good name for this, but it's basically known as a sword that attracts the greediness of a person. So without
So the reason why Trip has it is because he's a greedy person.
Yeah, without Trip knowing why he got so attached to this sword, is essentially because he's a very greedy person, and that just reflects. But yeah, as I was trying to say,
How did he obtain it, by the way? Is there any information on that?
Do
Fine,
me,
you can make it up on the spot.
No, I have it written. Do me the question is, would he tell you?
Well, this old man might know. I don't know.
Well, the old man knows where the sword came from, but he doesn't know how Trip got it.
How old's the sword? But you can tell me when it was forged.
The old man will tell you that the sword has about 200 years to it already.
200.
Yeah.
So it's older than me. That's impressive.
Could be. You were given a rough estimate.
I think they could have rounded me up to 200 if I was 200. Where did I just write this in my notes? I've just lost where I wrote this in my notes. Oh wait, I wrote it here. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, what I want to say is that the old man's story to how some of these swords were built, especially the one you're wielding right now, is very similar to the story that woman told you about Kinji. It's similar in some ways.
What's the name of the sword?
The one you're wielding?
Yep.
He does not want to give out a name.
Oh, okay.
He prefers that you call it whatever you feel like. But yeah, it's very similar to that story, and this time you spend with this man feels like he knows a lot about Wano and things that happened in very long time ago, but he doesn't like to give out information.
Okay. Will he give out how Trip obtained his sword?
Well, I'd say Trip, for the time you've been here with him, Trip would tell you that this sword was given to him by his father, but he does not want to tell you who his father is.
Who his father is? Yeah, okay.
He tells you that he was given 3 swords to choose from. And they all had a name. Destiny Song.
Oh god, hang on! Bro, I'm writing up a note. Okay, so there's one called Destiny Song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orenmir, which is the one he
Yeah.
chose. And Kinslayer. Not King, Kinslayer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do they have some lore to them that the guy would know?
He would. Destiny's Song is the sword of bards, is known to be a sword that goes along with the music and the environment of the place. It's usually those attracted by that sword are the ones that enjoy playing music, or the ones that the ones that enjoy how can I put it, like dancing or listening to other sort of things, and that usually reflects when they use that sword. But it's hard to explain. You have to see it. And then Orenmir is just greed. Kinslayer is an older sword from these, not much older, but older than these two, and was given the name after I can't really give you much. One sec. Fuck. It was given the name after it was a sword that was forged for a, not really an emperor, but a noble, basically.
Yeah. A celestial dragon.
No.
Okay.
Just we'll leave it at noble. Noble person. And for some reason, this person got angrier and angrier as the days went by, ever since he got that sword. And one day he decided to slay his whole family, his friends, and then he got arrested for it, of course. The sword then went on to other people, because nobody would think that it was the sword's issue.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened to each person that got that sword. and eventually it was given the name Kinslayer, and was thrown away from anyone's grasp. But this was years and years ago, and yeah, just kind of got lost again. Yeah, that's more or less the story about these swords. I can give much else.
Can I ask this guy why he doesn't have a shadow?
He said he would answer you saying, "Well, when I woke up, this was me. I didn't really spend too much time to understand it. I left, followed my heart. My heart led me here, and eventually things started making sense. So I stayed."
So, how do you know who I am?
Because I see myself in you, somehow.
Uh-huh.
You remind
Okay.
me of when I was young.
Appearance-wise? Or...
I'd say both.
that doesn't help.
Both appearance and the way you act. Just
Yeah, that's
slightly
not-
different.
Okay.
I think I'll have to go through you on some written stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. There's a lot he would tell you.
Also, will he technically... Oh, no. Actually, no. No, mind, that was a dumb question. Never mind.
Just gonna see if I can give out anything else that is important through the time you're gonna spend with him.
Does he have a devil fruit?
We'll do it like this. Because there's a lot of information that I can give and I can't give out. I suggest you make like a list of things you may want to ask him during the period you're staying with him, because
Okay.
I can believe I can understand that it's a bit too hard to like think of things on the spot, and it's gonna take some time. So yeah, just whenever you're not doing anything important and you wanna try and make a list of things that you would like to ask him, I can then see which ones would be important and give you some information. But as a general idea, I'll just know that he does conceal a lot of information. So whatever you try to ask him, make sure to like not dwell on the same things that he already answered, because
Yeah.
if he already answered and he doesn't want to give more information, it just won't go anywhere. But with that being said, I'd say, if you wish, because we didn't do that, and we probably have no way of doing it now. I mean, we do, but men won't be very happy about it. The only thing here from the list you gave me of things you wanted to do that I think can still be done, maybe is driven things, yeah. So if you want to do that still, I can probably just say that you went through your training and then you went to visit Dravon. You can do it during your training, but
Man's gonna like track down Draven. It's like, I need my student back.
he won't be quite happy about you doing it.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, because there's still stuff I want to know with Draven. Like, there's still some questions I have. But we don't have to do it right now.
Yeah. So you want to leave it for another time? After time
Yeah.
skip?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. When everyone's together.
Alright, yeah. That can be worked on then.
I assume if Oban has been kidnapped by Draven, that would be funny to go back. Like, yeah, we're going back.
Okay. So, I do have something to send you. But I need to like rework the wordings of things, and there's no point in like. I mean, I can tell you now, but there's a lot, and you probably can't write it all down. So. I think it makes more sense if I.
What's it to do with?
Yeah. During the time you spend with this man, he keeps on going about stories of like from very long time ago, stories that you're not sure if he was the one who witnessed them or he's just telling you this story he heard of. Although it does feel like it actually happened, but yeah, he keeps on telling you about these just story after story of a life of a samurai in Wano. And he's basically like telling you the story of this samurai from when he was young to when he died, and he doesn't go into details. He hides names, and he hides like specific locations to things. But he
does he know where Sword Mountain is?
He wouldn't tell you what Sword Mountain is per se.
Could he point it on a map?
Nope. All he would tell you about Sword Mountain is that it's not what people say it is.
Okay.
And it's not what the name mentioned. Like the name is what's the word? Misleading.
Okay.
That's all he would tell you. But yeah, as I was saying,
we're just gonna do this training, and these two people that are like forging stuff, they just don't care.
They would be they would be aware that you guys are there doing this thing with him, but they'd still just be doing their thing. They seem to be like trying to make these swords a reality, the ones they see.
Well, I hope that one guy believes he's blind now.
But yeah, you would notice, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he would tell you about the stories of this samurai, and most of it, like I said, is about his life, but it's also about how he became not only a proper like combat ready samurai, but also a forger at some point, and it's a story about how his life was a happy one, and how it turned into ruins very fast as he lost track of what was important to him in his life. And it feels like he's trying to use this story to make both of you realize, like, to not make the same mistake this samurai made. To not let greed get over you. This would be more for Trip rather than you. And
you reckon I could convince Trip to merge our crews together? He's got a long time with me, I'm just saying.
I'll think about it. We'll see. And yeah, and for you, he would try to focus on the fact that he would try to tell you to not chase a dream that that will cause other things to like worsen, in the sense that don't chase something too far to the point that it's not worth what you're losing, basically.
Okay.
Is what he would try to teach you. See this if trying to read the text, see if there's anything I can just point out. Oh, yes. He also mentions that the swords you're wielding have to, yeah, like you have to take responsibility of these swords, because he mentions that you both have no idea how strong those swords are, and you will never know until you reach a certain stage of your life with these swords.
Okay. Does he know about Liber Jace?
He does.
Does he know?
I mean, he knows how strong the man is, and how capable he is. But
is he stronger than this guy though?
Even he himself, he thinks that Liber Jace would be able to defeat him, but he also thinks that Liber Jace has no idea how powerful the sword he wields is as well.
So he hasn't got his true potential, basically.
Yeah, and so yeah, he's explaining to you both that not mentioning if it's the ones you have right now or if you already have any of these, but he mentions 5 unique katanas, which he calls the angels.
Okay.
And tells you how nobody has yet seen the full-on potential of these ones outside of one specific moment in the whole story of these swords.
What was that moment?
He cannot tell you.
This guy, he sucks. He's like, oh, this one event happened this one specific time. What's that time? Oh, I can't tell you. That'd be spoilers, so we can't do that.
And he mentions how they were built to defeat something bigger, something that was made as a mistake, something
that was on Sword Mountain.
something that was given to this world, but it's now split off.
Okay.
And he's basically telling you this because he wants to make sure that you both know that the swords you're searching for, the swords you are enthusiastic about, are not to be used as playthings, in the sense that you shouldn't be looking at swords as just your new weapon. You should be looking at them with the weight they have behind it, with the actual weight they have behind it. And some of the swords were built to never be touched again. And that's the ones he's like warning you about. Basically telling you, no matter how strong a sword is, no matter how hungry you are to be the powerful swordsman, there's certain swords that should never be kept in someone's hand.
Okay. Can I ask him about the sword he uses?
He would say that it's one he made Very, very recently, during the time he was in this place.
Okay.
But there's nothing specific about this one. What he says there's special about this sword is that he was able to make something that was normal, what you would call a weak sword, a normal sword.
Yeah.
He was able to turn that into something special without making it dangerous by the way I'm putting is this. It is he's using his own power, his own aura, to empower the sword, and not the other way around. He's not using the sword to empower him. He's using himself to empower the sword.
Okay, so does he have a devil fruit?
Nope.
No? Okay.
So technically his sword on your hands and Trip's hands probably would be a lot weaker.
Well, that's just him using armament. That's not fair.
Well, that's the thing here, is that he doesn't really see it as hockey or armament. So it's hard to tell if that is what he's using, and he's saying that.
Wait, you saying 200 years ago hacky wasn't a word?
I'm just saying maybe he doesn't use those terms.
Yeah. Hacky doesn't exist 200 years ago. Okay.
I think that's all I can do. I do have a story he would tell you, like I said, but that story I should write it down to you because it's very long, and
Okay.
I need to remove names and stuff.
Does it rhyme?
No.
Okay. Not rhyming fool with tool
No.
or anything like that.
Nope.
No.
That would be painful. I have like what? Oh no, I'm not even gonna count the lines. That's how many lines there are. I can't be arsed counting these lines. There's way too
You
many
wrote a
lines.
novel. It's like an autobiography.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's
so
all.
something that we would want to know though. What
Yeah.
happens to him after we've trained?
After the whole training thing, after he's found you both worthy of keeping the sword you have,
Yep.
I'd say he would stay here, as far as you know, and he would just watch you both leave.
Can I ask him what he's gonna do?
He would tell you that he's gonna retire.
Yeah, but that's very vague if he's just gonna sit in a volcano. That isn't exactly.
He doesn't want to die just yet, so he's not just gonna suicide.
So he's
but-
gonna sit in a volcano.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to die.
He's
but
gonna wait.
Okay.
He's waiting for something, but he can't tell you what it is.
Okay. So does Trip want to come back with me, or
Definitely.
does he want to join?
Oh, to join you guys?
Yep.
Probably not, but I'll think about it as a DM.
Do it. But we gotta get all of like the high bounty people in the same group. It would be great. Like
See
he
about
can
that.
do his own thing. Like he can have his own boat and go wherever he wants, but it's under our name. You know?
We'll see about that. But yeah, with that being said, you can go. You're fine to watch. Well, I want to say you're fine to watch Taku's session, but just be aware that there's a message at the end of the session that was. I don't want you to think too much about it.
Okay.
Like,
I just won't watch the very end then because all I
yeah.
do is think.
So like the very end when Oben is face to face with Draven, that's the bit I don't want you to watch. Or when he's gonna be face to face, like when he's going like directly being face to face with Draven. That's the bit I don't want you to watch, because there's a message that was given to Oban that you probably won't be given it, and I feel like even though you won't metagame, you don't want to metagame. After hearing it, you might start thinking things, and I don't want that to happen.
I already have a suspicion for Draven, anyways. Where, like, because I've been thinking about this for a long time. Where it's like, why doesn't he just control me? And I think that it's because he wants me for something that only I can do myself, that he can't control to do. That's what my hypothesis is. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Or how dare you, like, steal Napoleon Hacky training from me?
It'll be worth it on the long run. I'm sure of it.
What do you mean Napoleon's gonna get, like, executed? Like Sabodi.
I'll have to get, once I'm done with Fall's backstory, I'll have to get like a newspaper thing to see, so you guys can see.
Napoleon dead.
So you guys can see everything that's been going on while you were away.
Bro, I'm trapped in a volcano. How does this guy get us food?
There's ways. Otherwise, people wouldn't be able to live there, would they?
Well, how do they get food? There's no store near them.
They know an island nearby that they can go to.
And they know how to sail a ship by themselves.
Well, they can sail a ship by themselves if needed, but that's not. I mean, I already told you, like, they've been like able to go from here to Wano before, so.
I thought someone else might come to pick that stuff up instead of
pick what stuff
them
up?
going, like the swords and stuff. Like someone would like come over.
Yeah,
like,
no, that is the idea, but they don't just come here and like, hi, swords, thank you, bye.
Well, I do, and then just give them some money. And it's like, well, what do we do with the money? Maybe they don't trade in money. Maybe they just trade in food. Like, keep us fed, and we'll make you more swords.
They do give money, but mostly they like bringing out the food for these people.
Yeah, imagine being paid in food.
Also, they're friends. It's not like they're giving these swords to like a king or anything like that. No, they're giving it to friends.
When we inevitably arrive at Wano at some point, will I know literally everything about the place?
No.
No.
You're not going there.
What? Never.
No, I'm saying during this time you won't be going there.
No, not right now. I'm just saying whenever we inevitably do arrive there in like the story.
No, I'm saying if you haven't been there, how do you know everything about it?
Because this guy's telling me everything about Wano.
He will tell you the stories of Wano, but he won't be telling you like, oh, Wano has this, has that. He's telling you the story of a person and his experience.
He might tell me like
Wano.
the courtesies there, like. You know,
oh like... yeah, he can tell you those. I'm just saying like you won't know the layout of Wano because it can be very different. He's telling you a story from ages ago, so anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Would I know what wildlife inhabits Wano, though?
Like I said, he's telling you a story of ages ago. It can be very different now.
Species of Wano won't change in 100 years.
Depends if they die.
Well, yeah, there might be some things that are extinct, but, like, you know, it's not like things are going to change. It's not like I'm going to see something there and I'm like, what the hell is that?
There also could be new species there, so I don't know.
But how did they get in?
By boat?
Well, the new species! They sailed there! The new species sailed there! The lions are driving a ship into Wano.
People can bring species into it.
But who's coming in? I swear it was meant to be isolated. Who's coming in with like some chickens?
Isolate doesn't mean nobody stops there.
Yeah, but they go in there to release some chickens?
There's no point in going on about this, because it's very different from what it was years ago, so...
thinking the animals sailed there. That's how they got in.
They just swim there.
There's penguins in Wano now, they swam. Oh, that's great. Because like, I can understand birds, but like I can just imagine like a lion just like just sailing. That's great. Could he tell me about past people in the sense of like, because
Yes.
he'd know stories about like Wano, but would he know like emperors at the time that lived 100 years ago?
Yes, he would.
I want to know all about that stuff.
If that's what you want to waste your time on, sure.
Well, I want to know it all, like, what, like, the government was doing. Maybe that's a good thing to ask as well. He might know about Teku's crew. Or Oban's crew,
He does.
specific. He might.
He does. If that's gonna be a question for you that you're gonna ask him, he doesn't.
Okay. Also, like, for example, like his captain doesn't have like a lineage of being famous pirates. Oh, wait, would he know stuff like the Will of D? I'm gonna ask him.
I can tell right now he doesn't know anything about it.
Okay. Damn. I tried.
Maybe ask him things that would be more...
What's the One Piece?
Wano-like specific, or things that he has been telling you about, swords and stuff, I guess.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll think about that stuff.
Or like old tales of Wano, I think that's another good one.
Are there any dragons in Wano?
I'd say you'd mention them. I'll give you something about that.
Okay. Does every person from Wano get a dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. Have you got experience? And I'm like, I killed mine. I got some guy to try and look after it, and it didn't end so well.
Yeah.
It's like every person like from Wano's like got like a soul bonded dragon, and like that dragon recognized me, wanted to be my friend, and I didn't kill it. Oh, that'd be too good. Is it along those lines, Diego?
Anyway.
Bro, don't tell me I just killed my one and only soul dragon. It's like only
I mean,
you can only
didn't
get
kill
one.
him.
I didn't, but it's still dead.
Is it though?
I think so.
Maybe watch Taku session and find out.
I mean, it's definitely dead.
Technically, it would have to be dead.
What, have I got a zombie soul dragon now?
Watch Taku session.
Will it still like me? It seemed pretty upset when I got Draven there. It was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, let's get Draven.
Are we done here, right?
Yep.
Anything else? Okay.
Yeah, that's it, we're done.
End the stream.